Hey, Shanny Boo Boo. Hi. How are you, beautiful girl?
Hey, Santa.
Yes, Shan. For in a galaxy far, far away, there were two chatters that opened up a stream, and then a gigantic drone came, and it stole our lunch money through a plasmoid. You know how it goes. You gotta paint a picture. We're trying to find Obi-Wan. He's our only hope. We're trying to figure out where all the alien attacks are coming from. It's not a moon, Shan. It's not a moon. It's a Death Star. Hey, G-Babes. I never realized how long this was.
I know it's only about half over now.
Yeah, fuck that. Trash it now. Yeah, we're done.
Yeah,
It was just the ambiance that was supposed to come through, you know? Like
yeah,
there's
we still
this
got another like
giant,
left.
yeah. It's like a giant universal war right now. Angels, demons, aliens, drones, lions and tigers and bears, oh my!
Lady G! Coatsy!
Everybody's Coatsy! Everybody's all busy trying to kill each other with words these days, and the fact of the matter is, we don't know what the fuck's going on. All this shit's going on. People organized terror attacks in major cities, and drones, and plasmoids, and war, and nuclear weapons, and Lord have mercy. I think we all need to pull each other's fingers and laugh a little bit more. Figure out what the hell's going on. Shit.
Instead of worrying about fucking people declaring war on these YouTube streets.
I'm telling you, like, fucking aliens are gonna be dropping out of the sky, and we're all gonna be on stream screaming at each other. It makes no fucking sense. Wait, hold on, stream. I think there's an alien fucking falling in my backyard. Let's go IRL, quick. So silly. You can't make this shit up. It's just too fucking silly, man.
Right?
Lord have mercy. People be making up nonsense, my friends. You got a terrorist in your pants? Well, I got a bomb in my panties. Let's go, Coatsy. Let's go. I'll drop a bomb on you, baby. I'll drop a bomb on you, 'cause you turn me on.
Well, Coatsy, I will impede you with my stick if you impede me with your stick.
Yeah, it's friendly fire, Lady G.
Yes.
Coatsy's always got friendly fire. Just be careful. Make sure you put a birth control patch on your hoo-ha. Because Coatsy, he's a penetrator. I call him the penetrator.
You know something I've always wondered? Why men take it? They have that like fucking rod that they stick in the tip of their penis and then they hit it with a hammer and it vibrates and it's supposed to do something. It's fucking weird to me.
I have never heard of such things.
I can't remember that. Hold on, I'll look that shit up.
You know, people are weird with sex, aren't they? They do so like who gives somebody an idea to stick a rod up their urethra and then hit it like with a hammer like Thor and somehow that feels good? When the fuck did I get ice cream? Why would that feel good? Is it that whole pain and pleasure bullshit? You know, if it hurts, it's a feeling and it feels good type thing. I don't know. Like, the only bedroom activities I have where I kind of like where it hurts is I kind of like being love bit, but not like bit where they're drawing blood. That's weird. But having somebody like want to eat you, they want you so bad, and they do little love nips, that's kind of sexy. But fucking don't be biting me like a vampire. What is it called? Pain.
It's urethral sounding rod for men is what it's called.
What the
And
fuck?
you stick it in the tip of your penis and you tap the end of it with a hammer and it makes this vibrating noise.
Wow.
Yes.
You ever do that before, Coatsy? You seem to be the
and there's what it looks like. It's weird.
You have one of those, Cat? Oh, we lost him, folks. We lost him. You ate booty like prime rib? Oh, my lord. Don't get pink eye.
Every color.
Ooh, Coatsy. Very interesting.
Right?
Very, very interesting, my friend.
Very, very
Do you color coordinate it with your do you color coordinate it with your socks?
With your
So that when you when you get all naked, your socks match your rod.
I color coordinate mine with my cock rings. They have to match the color of my cock rings.
He said pink eye turns him on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I don't want any pink eye. I'll pass on the whole crusties. I'm already having eye problems. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, Coatsy, it depends on which pink eye you're looking at.
Better a pink eye than a brown eye, I suppose. Although he started this conversation was telling him how much he likes to eat booty. He's a booty eater.
Me too. I don't mind getting a little brown eye on the tongue.
Hey, fellas, can I save you some trouble? Okay, honestly, can I really save you some trouble?
Yeah.
At least in my personal opinion. I love to kiss, okay? And I don't want to kiss anybody whose tongue's been up my asshole, okay? I'm a germphobe. So stay the fuck away from my salad. I don't want it tossed.
Well, you put saran wrap.
They always threaten my ass. They always threaten, oh, I'm coming after that booty. I'm going to get in that. But you ain't getting in my booty. Nobody's getting in my booty. The only thing that happens in my booty is things come out of it. Nothing gets in it, including any of that other stuff. Oh, it feels so good. I wouldn't know. Don't want to know. Look, if I'm not getting the front service, leave the back alone, okay? You can't come in through the front door. Don't try to knock on my back door, okay? Okay? Because that's where it's all at for me.
Yeah. Well, see,
like the woman's clitoris is like your dick, okay? So if you're licking my butthole, you're not touching my clitoris. So I'm really not that interested. I'm sitting here going, oh my God, I got to kiss this guy after he's just stuck his tongue all over my butthole. And I don't know if you guys know this, but no matter how pretty the girl, fucking everybody shits. And shit is not pretty and it does not taste good. And I don't really eat shit. So I'll stay booty free. Thanks. That's just a personal thing for me.
See, the way it's done though is like no tongue actually.
Hi, Dixie baby.
No tongue actually touches the butthole. You put saran wrap back there, and that's what your tongue touches.
No, I am not leftovers that somebody's throwing in the fridge. Nobody's sticking saran wrap on my body parts. You got to go raw dog with me, okay? It's either flesh to flesh contact or fuck the fuck off. I don't want that. Ew. If I have to encase my privates in fucking saran wrap so that I stay safe from you, it's a bad thing for me. I don't want to do that.
Cozy said booty rejection just makes it more appealing for him.
I think it does for everybody, y'all. It's like a challenge. It's like, oh yeah, you don't like booty licking, so I'm gonna fool you and I'm gonna lick your booty and you're gonna be climbing the walls. No, I'm a Virgo. I'm very analytical. If I tell you I don't like something, I fucking mean it because I mean what I say and I say what I mean. I don't like it. Don't think at my 49 years somebody hasn't tried to get up in my booty. Of course they have. Please. Been there, done that. I don't know what the fascination with you newbies are out here. These new kids and their booty fascination. I don't know. Supposedly you got millions of more nerve endings in your butthole than you have in like your vagina or something like that. Hasn't been my experience. Can't tell you that.
Now I gotta look that up too. Does your butthole have more nerve endings than your vagina?
Check it out. Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out. We're learning and earning today, my friends. We will be talking and discussing the nerve endings in your orifices and how many are there. You have more nerve endings at the bottom of your feet than you do in your fucking hands and shit. Did you know that?
Yes. Yes, the anus generally has a higher concentration of nerve endings compared to the vagina, making it more sensitive area with the potential of greater sexual pleasure when stimulated properly. However, the majority of female sexual pleasure is derived from the clitoral stimulation, which has
Hello. That's I look, I tell y'all, men, I'm trying to help you out. I tell you all the real deal. You really want to fucking make your woman good. Dude, learn how to play with that clip, how she likes it, okay? Because everybody's got a different stroke. Just like when you fucking jerk your gherkin, okay? Yeah, some guys like it from the bottom to the top, slow, soft to hard to tight pressure. Some like it from the tip to the base, and they want it real, real fast, so fucking they can shoot off like rockets. Same thing. Learn what your woman likes in her clit, and you will have a happy woman for the rest of your life. You don't even have to touch that asshole. You don't have to go near it. Seriously.
a significantly higher density of nerve endings than both the vagina or the anus.
Right. Told you, it's all about the clit. Not even lying to y'all. I'm not trying to be freaky. Everybody's like, ooh, yeah, I'm a freak. Don't you want a freak like me? But half the shit these people do in their fucking bedroom doesn't feel good. It's like a show. It's like a mental show. It's weird. You really want to please a woman, learn how to fucking jiggle the clit. How she likes it. What might have worked for your first girlfriend might not work for your second, so you better listen to her fucking moans and groans and figure it out. Or get an older woman to say, no, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. That's always good too, if they're open enough. But most women my age come from like a school of thought that the more you have to tell, the less they're paying attention, and we make you work for it most of the time. Unless we're old blown out dirty sluts by now, we're just like, nah, motherfucker, I hit it harder. Yeah, got to get it going. Some like it fast, some like it slow, some like it circles, some like pressure from the fingers, some like pressure from the fingers and from the tongue. Some like to have it spread and slapped and whacked. You just got to figure it out. Don't waste your time fucking with the booty hole. Start at the front and work your way back, okay? You don't step to master class before you're even learning the fucking ropes. You know? If you don't have them climbing walls from eating them out, then forget about the ass. It's not going to help you.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, Stiffy, hi, baby cakes. How are you today?
I think what Stippy is saying, he does not like felching.
No, Stiffy?
Why you not like the felching, Stippy?
You're good. Anyhow, Coatsy says that he has his lovers incapacitated for weeks on end. Alrighty then, Coatsy. You know, if I ever do meet you in person and we're both still singles, you have a pretty fucking big bill to fill. I'm just saying, you really putting it out there, G baby. I mean, like you're really woo woo. I mean, I would expect to see a 40-foot fucking meat pole and a boner all day, every day, and being
Right?
incapacitated for weeks. Jesus, that's a tall order to fill.
See myself, Stiffy. I don't see the issue with sucking semen out of somebody's butthole.
Yes, me and Cap were backstage and we were snorting all this fucking smart dust,
Right?
Mrs. James, and
Hey,
we figured
BP.
out that that's just the result of these chatters that have gigantic plasmoids for mouths, suck you
Hey,
in.
paper booster.
And then we rode a drone out of the plasmoid and we brought back an alien with us. You want to come fucking do some space dust with us? You can Kang. You can Kang. We could do it. We could hang out. We
That
could
is
pass
that
the
is
dust around.
felching, Stiff Richard. I looked it up. Felching is the act of sucking semen or other fluids from the anus.
Yeah, I didn't want to really get into all of that. I was like, no, let's
Yeah,
not
he
go there.
says that he said that's not belching, but it is. James!
James is here, Nicole's is here, the Beepers is here. What up, Beep? How's it
Beep,
going?
beep, beep in my Jeep.
They be beeping all over the place. I
Right?
just I just beeped in my cup right now. No felching.
No felching.
Nobody had to suck anything out of it. Hi.
Beep beep said I liked your short, Shannon.
Yeah, that was for you, Beep Creep. You like to paint me as a little Grinch. You're so sweet. I wouldn't know what to do without the mass advertising you love to do for me. But I actually asked Cap, I actually found great humor in that fucking picture that you made, especially mine, because why is
Yes.
Cap and Glinda look like Grinches and I look like some kind of weird fucking Fraggle Rock creature that's like the size of a fucking toothpick? But the fake leg was the fake leg was a good touch. I don't even look like a Grinch. I don't know what I look like. I look like a green ant or something. The fuck? Holy shit. I don't know. I was confused about my picture. It was funny. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't, but I was like, why am I not a cute little fat Grinch too? You trying to make me feel insecure about my weight, beep beep? Is that what you're trying to do? Wow. Wow.
Just wow.
Sweetheart, I used to never talk about anybody's appearance ever until the only thing that they ever did was bring up my appearance all the time. So at one point, I got sick of it. Look, I'm human just like the rest of you guys. I just have a great, sense of self control. I have gotten to the point in my life where I don't want to hurt any. I never wanted to hurt anybody to begin with. That's not my nature. But as you get older, you see how your actions can, like cause a ripple in somebody's life that you never intended because you were angry and you spouted off things. I may not be a big macho dyke bitch over there beating people up and telling people I'm gonna fucking pull up. But yeah, like there's been plenty of times on the internet where they fucking pressed me and I fucking lost my shit. And they've been doing this for years about my weight, about me being too thin. Some of these people I've known for years, they knew what happened to me. They knew that I had all these health problems that piled up after my husband died. That was detrimental to my health. So they made sure to bring up my, they constantly brought up my appearance. They couldn't talk about the things I did because I didn't do things to them like they did to me. So the only way they could get to me was to hurt my children, hurt my friends, and try to make me feel ugly. Because I don't actually stalk anybody or hurt people or attack their children or any of those things. I don't clone people, and I've never had fake accounts to do any of that kind of stuff. So then I got to fighting back because the only thing I could think of is why they were constantly concerned about my appearance is because they were constantly insecure about their own. So when they got down and dirty and started dragging their knuckles, that's when I started fucking picking on their appearances back. And their egos are so big, they can't handle that. They can't. Somebody put a picture out about them, and they try to put up pictures that are, this is the original picture, this ain't me, because they're very insecure people. So after years, sometimes months, like I'll let people go on months, years, just talking this mad crap about me because I figured they'll get bored eventually. And it only hurts them, not me. I mean, they're trying to hurt me, and on some levels, they did when it came to my kids because I'm very protective of my children because they are my children and I am their mother, and only a sociopath doesn't care about their kids, but we won't get into that part. Anyhow, they broke me out of a long time ago. Why do you think I call them all fat bitches now? Wait, you think I started that? Does that seem like my nature? It's not. My problem and what I'm learning to do, beeps, what I'm learning to do with my life is that sometimes no response is a response. Some things don't deserve your attention. They'll have their walk with Jesus. I don't have to do it. But every once in a while I get pissed off because it's so fucking unjust. Like there's so many fucking dickheads out there that openly admit to doing this nasty shit, and everybody's like, "Yeah, go for it. I'm gonna be like you too." And now we have 1,000 streams of people doxing each other, stalking people, recording people. It's weird. It's a weird ambiance to me to even want to be a part of. Like I have no problems with saucy little fucking, doing the dozens type shit, but man, they go it goes way too far for my liking. Seriously. It's not jokes. When people, darling, when fucking people come after your children, when they come after your elderly father, because you've made mention to them that you don't like doxing and they won't be allowed on your stream if they dox, and then you're virtue signaling. You think you're better than other people because you expect a moral standard of some kind. And you know what? It's free speech for everybody to be shitty to everybody. Sure, say whatever you want, do whatever you want. There's always consequences for that. Always. Always. But on my channel where I stream, I don't foster that kind of thing. I don't want that kind of thing. I hated it when they did it to my kids, so I'm not going to do it to other people's kids. I can't get behind things like that. I don't care if they think it's funny or not, or if they want to gloat that that's who they are and they're some big bad trolls. Look, at 49 years old, if my biggest accomplishment is fucking putting people in danger, snitching, calling the police, uh abusing people's mental status, their fucking children, then that's uber retarded to me. Like, that's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, seriously. I don't know. I can't get with it, man. I can't get jiggy with that shit. I do,
Yeah,
however, like banter. So anybody who gives me any banter, like I had fun with you the other day when we did Song Wars. That was fun. That was fun. It was trolling, but it was fun trolling. It wasn't endangering innocent people. You see?
Uh, uh, Beep Beep said his art is just jokes.
No, but it's not. It's not jokes, and that's what people don't understand. What you're doing is you are substantiating somebody openly tormenting somebody else, including doxing their children, stalking them, pushing them past the edge of okay. So they are narcissists and they're weirdos and they all want to be famous. So that feeds their egos. And then they just go harder and harder. And then people collect in their streams and they get the light shined on them. And for what? For being absolutely criminally, abhorrently terrible to people? Innocent people? People that have never done shit to them? Why would you want to foster that? I mean, you can. I mean, a lot of people do it to make money because they like the smear streams, the hate bonding. They love that shit. It's an opportunity for them to make money. But I don't need to make money. I'm not here to make money, and I don't want to hurt people, and I don't have any. Look, man, they've done so much shit to me. You don't even know. Look, I have. You don't think I could retort in kind, but even better. Do you know how much software I know? Are you kidding me? That's a fucking choice. And I'm not virtue signaling. I just don't do things to people that I don't want done to me, even if they are still doing it to me. Then I'm a hypocrite. Well, I only got one leg to begin with. They chop this one off, I'll have no legs to stand on. You know what I mean? Not worth it to me, bro. Like, and now we got this like mentality out there that's just like, I was talking about yesterday. Somebody tells me, yeah, well, you know, I dox. I don't care. No, nobody can dox me, but I don't care if anybody doxes anybody. I don't care about that. I don't give a shit. I don't have morals. I do what I fucking want to do. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care about any of this. And I'm like, okay, well, at least he's putting it out there. But like, how am I supposed to participate in your room in any kind of way, shape, or form? Those are things I firmly stand against, and I will always stand against. Always. I've had people run around here tell people that they slept with me, that I'm disgusting, that I fucking was screaming in their fucking backyards at people. I mean, just total made up shit. I'm done
Yeah,
fighting that crap.
I don't see a post on there, Beep Beep, of a picture with an address.
Who?
Beep Beep said, what Pinky's community wall about the pic of that person with the Addy? I don't see that.
I don't know, honey.
Hey,
She must
hey,
have
Laura.
took it down.
Hey, Laura. James!
Hey, James. Hi, Laura. What did it say? What did it say, Beeps? What did it say?
I don't know.
She must have deleted. What did it say? Was it my address? Was it me? Did she pick up one of fucking Rusty's little art projects that she makes of me?
Delinda. I know that person named Delinda. Yeah, Delinda Haynes.
Oh, I don't
Just
know, man.
somebody else ends in conflict.
I'm not sub to him, her. I mean, I'm not sub to that
Yeah, I'm
person you're
not either.
talking about, so I don't see what she puts up.
I'm not either.
I actually hit it when I decide that I don't
It's a
want to
dox,
watch
beep,
your content.
It is a dox, Beep Beep. Guarantee it.
Unsub and I just hide all your notifications.
Oh, God forbid you unsub because you don't want to see people talking about you. That may set the fucking internet on fire.
No, I know. That's the whole thing. It's like there's no winning in this, okay? So you don't mention it to the streamer because you don't want them to feel as if they're in the middle of it and that you're controlling it, and you don't want to go over there when that person's there because if you engage it, it's stress their room. So you unsub because you wait for months and months for something to be done where finally somebody just says, you know what, they're not there. Why are you talking about them? But so you just unsub and walk away like an adult, and then somehow that's the wrong thing to do too. I guess you have to stay somebody's indentured servant, even though they don't mind not curbing anything. But whatever. I just personally don't want to sit in places where people just nonstop say horrible things about me. Doesn't mean I don't like the streamer. I just don't want to watch it. And as far
Exactly.
as that other person goes, I don't need to engage her anymore. Her behavior speaks for itself, and I don't even have to address it. People can't figure it out. I don't have much to say in response to any of that, because we all know
What
people see what they want. They're just friends with people, and they'll just agree with whatever they say because they don't want to break up their little clique of people because they enjoy going to the spot every day and doing their little routine thing. The only one who could really set the tone for shit like that is the streamer themselves. Because guess what? Your chatters don't give a fuck if your shit's brought down or if you lose subs. They're just acting on their own agendas. You think by any means somebody going up there and speaking about somebody else for hours and hours and months and threaten for, to kill their families and cut them up and all kinds of other stuff. You think that
right?
that's to further your channel? No. That's somebody using you to get a voice because other people have ignored that voice. So then she or it interferes
That-
in
That's
other
okay,
people's
PP.
panels so people will listen to it.
Yeah.
What happened?
Uh, I did a Snapchat thing. It says this is what you would look like as a female, and this is what I would look like as a female.
Oh. Beers is sexy. I told you guys he's his sexiest girl around.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, I honestly, I don't want to feel bad about myself, so I'm not going to watch streams where they're talking like that about me.
Like, I have two problems, okay? Not only do I want to not listen to it to begin with, but I don't want it to tempt me to go up there and fight with somebody who
Exactly.
who is having some kind of mental episode and publicly speaks about it. Then I'm just stepping on her neck too because I know she's going to freak the fuck out. I don't need to dominate anything. And I'm not going to mess up somebody else's stream because one person who's having some kind of problem with me is up there just running their mouths. I don't go to those streams. I will unsub and walk away because I'm an adult. I don't need to go up and fight with everybody every day. That's their problem, not mine.
Right.
I'm not worried about that shit. I don't talk to the people who I don't like. That's it. That's simple. It's not hard. It's just not.
Oh,
Out of sight, out of mind, baby cakes. I like having fun.
right, James.
Somebody makes
That's what I look like without the filters. James said this is what I look like without the filters.
nice.
All right.
I don't know what that is. I can't see it really.
It
I see better though. I can read the chat better right now. I think
it's
my eye is getting a little bit better.
a wrinkled old man with warts and stuff all over his face. Beep beep said, "Can you see us, Shannon?"
Yes, I can see you right now. I have this problem where every once in a while, like a thin film, like goes across my eye, and then I can't see. Gets real blurry. But right now, you guys are a lot clearer than you've been in weeks.
Uh, yes, beep beep. She had surgery. She had a penis enlargement. She had it attached. That way she can have the biggest swinging dick in the room.
Yes,
Now she
darling. I got my surgery. Yes, it's the second, January 2nd at 10 a.m. I got surgery
right.
on the side. Yes, and they
Yeah.
scraped the blood out from this one side, and now even though the other side's still kind of fucking jacked up, this one eye's got a bigger space than it did, so I can see you a little bit better. Yep.
I know how we
Yeah.
can fix this, Shannon. I will just squirt you in the face with a power washer. That'll get all the shit off of there.
Off of what? In my eyes?
Yeah, in your
You
eyeballs.
have
Just
to
let me.
do that from the inside, sir.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, you get
You
sprayed
gonna
in the eye.
crawl into my eyeball? Pressure wash
Yeah.
that shit?
Yes.
No, man, that's what I went through the other day was like some real bad clockwork orange shit. Okay, like a speculum. You have to hold your eye open. You're watching them fucking dig in your eye with these needles, and they're sticking it in, and they're telling you don't move, and they put numbing shit in your eyeball, so you get the Marty Feldman eyes, and they're like la, 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 all over the place. But still, you have to control them enough so they can use this laser to burn your eyes out. My eyes are real sore right now. I got to be honest with you. Some crazy shit, bro.
Beep Beep said I have a weak stomach. Scraping and blood is not in my vocabulary. Oh my god, stop. I have to go. Bye.
It's terrible, man.
Hey,
You don't
Blue
want to
Ray.
be me. You don't want to be me, bro. Hey, Blue Ring, how's your biceps?
And
Just kidding.
fucking
I've
the
always
coach.
treated Blue Ring like a piece of meat. You're not a piece of meat, Blue Ring. You're actually very sweet. I enjoy you very much.
And
I
fucking
just think
coach.
you should be able to brag about your biceps. They're big.
Coach, he says bye, bleep blarp.
Bye, bleep blarp.
Bleep blarp.
Te amo.
Uh-huh.
Te amo, mamacita.
Dixie said she had a cornea transplant. You are awake and can see them inside your eye.
Yeah. They dug around in my cornea to make sure it could, which I thought I was gonna. Oh my god, Dixie, it was weird. It was weird. It was weird. I don't know
See,
how to explain it other than like this torture. It's just like torture.
now knowing myself, I would make a joke out of it and be like, "Oh yes, rub around in there, baby, get it all for me." I'd have
No,
it. No,
the problem is they always put these numbing drops in your eyes, right? But like
right,
they don't really work for me for some reason. Like I don't know, medical pain pills or whatever. They never work the same way for me that they do other people. So I can still feel this guy like pricking my eye, and then they get these instruments that are like long, skinny tools. They look like long ass needles, and then they'll like insert it directly into the middle of your eye, and you can see the instrument inside your eye go. It is oh my god, it's so fucking creepy, dude. I'm telling you, it is the creepiest shit ever. It's so creepy. One of the worst thing I ever had to deal with. It was like a psychological mind fuck. Crazy. You had a prostate enlargement surgery, so it's easier to hit with a peen. Okay, Coatsy. You want a peen in your prostate? Have you ever had your prostate milked before, Coatsy? You might like that. I know a guy that dated a nurse just to have that done to him. Fuck what? You don't want that, Nicole? You don't want to do that clockwork orange bullshit? Yeah, I didn't either, but guess what? I don't like being blind either, so I went for gusto. I'm like, fuck it, dude. I've done harder shit, right? I fucking withstand the sands of time, and I want to see. So I did it, and it sucked. But guess what? I see a little better.
now are they gonna do the other eye also or no?
They did do. That's the first one that got done.
Oh, okay.
I had that one done first, and then I had the one where they fixed it in the emergency room, and I had to go back for that to get the rest of the blood scraped out of that eye. So they did that eye. They only do one eye at a time. I don't know why, but I might have to have a third surgery. It just depends on how this works out. Right now, it seems that after since I had it on the 2nd, and today's what, the 4th? After 2 days, my sight seems to be improving. You look like your mom, Beers.
Yeah. Yeah, you're telling me my mom looks like a wrinkled old man with fucking bags that's hanging clear down to his cheeks and warts
No,
all
I'm
over
just
his
saying.
face.
Oh, no.
You're like, no.
Well, it just, I mean, your facial, like, your mom's older now, so you know what I mean?
I do.
I see more
I,
resemblance to your mother now. Number 1!
Number 1!
Ain't no thing to you?
Hey, Caitlin.
What up, Katie? How are you,
Yeah,
big girl?
Caitlin.
Did you have a good New Year's? Happy New Year. Spooky mama. What up, Caitlin?
Caitlin.
Katie Gates.
Caitlin.
Man, this has been a weird stream so far. We've talked about some really weird shit.
We have.
I know.
Let's hear
I
a
know.
song.
What do you want to hear? What's the vibe today, everybody? What are you vibing on today for music? Nobody likes to hear about
Liberace.
this. No, God, no. No Liberace. Please don't do Liberace. Lord have mercy, boy.
You're like,
What
no, no, Liberace.
No. Oh, no. Play the Buggles. Video killed the radio star.
Video killed the radio star.
Oh, you don't have a link up, Dork?
I thought I did. I might be wrong.
Use be wrong. Caitlin's asking for it. The force isn't strong with you when it comes to the link. But Caitlin, you're the first one who asked for it.
I heard you on the wireless back in 52, lying awake intently tuning in on you. If I was young, it didn't stop you coming through. They took the credit for your second symphony, rewritten by machine on new technology. And now I understand the problems you can see. I met your children. What did you tell them?
Video killed the radio star. Video killed the radio star.
Pictures came and broke your heart.
We need more cowbell, Coatsy.
And now we meeting on a back
This song.
studio.
Oh,
We
God.
hear the playback and it seems
Hey,
so
Caitlin.
unreal. And you
Ah.
remember the
I
jingles used to
remember
go.
I heard this was
You
the
were
early
the first
2000s. Bloody hell killed
You were
us.
the last one.
Video
Video
killed the
killed the
radio
radio
star.
star.
Video killed the radio star.
Can't hear you, Katie. I'm sorry.
Mind and in my car.
Tell me when the song stops, because it's too loud. I can't hear.
That better?
Yeah. I like music, but I don't necessarily like it when people are talking, because it doesn't seem like, no matter how low or high it is, it's distracting. But I love the song. Thank you for playing it for me.
You're welcome. First video they played on MTV.
Yep.
Radio star.
And in my mind, and in my car.
Can't rewind
are. Oh man. Video star. Oh yeah, because it was the first. It was the first video on MTV.
Yeah.
It'll walk down memory lane.
Yeah, it is a walk down memory lane. I remember.
Well, like the music I listen to, I don't think most people here would dig. To be honest with you, I mean, I like all kinds of music, but the stuff I listen on a regular basis, I'm not sure most people here would like. I have eclectic taste, my friends. God damn that song. What a long outro.
I know there's still like 40 seconds left.
Jesus Christ, just stop it. Lord have mercy.
Hell no, we've
See-
come this far with it. I ain't stopping it while there's like 25
Man,
seconds.
I got song ADD. Like I've been hanging on to TikTok too much. Like I only want to hear the like bass and the fucking tagline chorus, and then I'm done. I'm like, why is there all this shit going on? I'm spoiled.
Shit, where's my... I need my chapstick. What the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell?
What in the hell?
Where the hell is my chapstick?
I got dry mouth. I need to go get a drink, and I don't feel like getting my ass up.
Do you like Pink Floyd?
I love Pink Floyd.
Before Sid Barrett or during Sid Barrett or after?
I prefer old Pink Floyd, so I would
Okay.
say, yeah.
This is my favorite song by Pink Floyd with Sid Barrett. Really weird.
I'd give it to you if I could, but I borrowed it. You're the kind of girl that fits in with my world.
She's lubing up her lips. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Dozy, you need some lip lube. Your boner keeps on poking her in the mouth.
I found my friend's chapstick. I found my friend's chapstick.
No words from Glindy's yet?
Nope.
I know a mouse and he hasn't got a house. I don't know why I call him Gerald. He's getting rather old, but he's a good mouse. You're the kind of girl that fits in with my world. I'll give you anything, everything, if you want me. I've got a clan of ginger
Hi, Greenie baby. How are you?
Green. Happy New Year, Green.
you wish they're on the dish. You're the kind of girl that fits in with my world. I'll give you anything, everything, if you want me.
Chance. Who's Chance Pina? Oh, is that the song you want to play? Chance Pina in my room? Happy New Year, sweetheart.
Happy New Year.
Green Eye said Happy New Year to you.
I know, I just responded to him, darling. I can see right now, Greenie.
Okay.
Fart with reverb. That's always fun.
Captain.
My eyes getting better, I think. It hurts though. It's sore still. Hey, Liz. How you doing, sweets?
Hey, Liz. Hey, Acid, come on out.
Hi, Alpesh. How are you, sweet man?
Captain.
What in the fuck is this, Cap?
Yeah, I
Pink
don't know.
Floyd.
Jeez.
It is. It's Pink Floyd.
Feel like I'm having an epileptic seizure over here. I don't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
that's what the older Pink Floyd sounded like.
Oh my god, ew. I couldn't handle that.
I think Caitlin said she wants to hear another song off
Oh
of that
hell
album.
no. No. No.
She said, "Oh no, 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 oh no, oh
Right?
no." We got some song suggestions down there. Green Eyed Monster gave you one.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Coaty's been throwing some out at you.
I didn't see Coatsy throw any out.
Yeah, he's thrown a couple out.
Oh.
He said Blue Oyster Cult, Don't Fear the Reaper. He said,
Okay, I'll play that one.
well, Greeny said Chris or something Pena.
This is Friends themed, Cap. If my hand would stop frickin' shaking.
Chance Pena in my room.
Yeah.
This is a Friends themed chapstick.
It's a what chapstick?
It's a Friends themed, the Friends show.
Oh, Friends, yeah.
The Friends show. It's a
Yeah.
Friends themed chapstick. It's
Cap,
the
I
Central
told
Park
Pinky
Bistro.
she
We're
should
we're
support your channel,
We're
and she
racing
seems
words.
open to it. Shit. Who is Owls?
I don't know.
Who is this chuckle? What
I
are you
thought
doing
it
over?
The same counting stars.
I know who the hell it is.
Let me see.
You play the part
Hi,
of the
Nicole.
soul
Hi.
missing home.
They've been making the fucking rounds around the place.
I don't know who Owls is.
You packed your bags.
Well, Owls has been around forever. He showed up though, well, not forever. At least as he showed up on my radar about like 6 months ago.
Said your friends didn't watch you, but
I don't know who it is, James. It's obviously fucking one of the old school fucking trolls.
He said he's a friend of Otto.
Of who?
Otto.
Yeah, whatever.
Fire. He said he's a friend of Otto.
Yeah, I know that's what he said, but who the fuck cares?
Okay. You said who?
Who the fuck is Otto?
Right?
So if you're a friend of Otto, why are you talking about people that aren't here? I'm just curious, man.
So I keep counting stars inside of my room, inside of my room.
Oh, Mikey. You know, I always have a problem with profiles that try to stay relevant in all chat streams, because you know they're up to some fucking dumb fuckery. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is, but I know something's up with that shit.
Well.
Oh yeah, sure, Owls. Whatever, man. Like I don't know what you want.
Hi.
Oh, you know what? You're talking to Cap about this, not me. Not my biz. You know, not my biz. I'll stay duly out of that because you know what? I don't have any interest in any of that. at all.
Yeah, I highly doubt that.
You best not visit any of the
I'm-
other channels she makes appearances on.
Right?
How was your
He only threatened to
acid?
fucking slit my throat and shove a
It was
hot poker
good.
up my ass and cut my dick off and shove it in my mouth
What the
and
fuck?
threatened to kill my mother and
The fuck? Oh, jeez.
yeah.
Lord have mercy.
But
no.
I'm expected by other people to sit there and fucking listen to that shit and be like, oh, okay, this is going to be a happy, happy, good time. I'll sit here and watch.
Let me see. Ooh, I'm gonna go get the shake that not the shake, the drink that I paid $3 frickin' for. That is not half bad.
Alex, if you're a
I'm
friend of Otto's, why is that any of your concern, sweetheart? I mean, I'm just asking for a friend.
And then
Like the truth is if they are really friends to some extent, they wouldn't be attacking each other, right? One of the friends has got to back down and walk away and be an adult, right? So I
Right.
don't know why that's the bad option here. I don't understand why the good option would be, oh yes, we're good friends, so we're gonna continue to fucking step on each other's necks until both of us want to kill ourselves. That sounds like a great resolution to things, doesn't it? No.
Right.
At some point, somebody's got to end the fighting, and it doesn't matter who looks like they win or loses, who's the loser or the winner. At the end of the day, it's the people that matter, and that people stay sane. Only somebody who has malicious intent continues to step on people's necks when they're not even engaging you, or expect you to sit around while somebody's stepping on their necks and engage them. That's the way I feel about it. I can't speak for beers,
I
but
hear you, Lady B.
Well,
I think that
how I
person's
feel
trying
about it is, just the other night she was running a stream about me and attacking me. Her Bon and Dusty. So she doesn't seem to be over it in my eyes. They were just up there talking about how horrible of a fucking person I am. Hey, Hammer.
what up, Hammy?
Who the hell is Control? Oh, Jesus.
Well, Control is a celebrity and a superstar, but I don't think that's Controlla.
I don't either because I gave Control.
Controlla goes by Big T in her chat name.
Yeah.
I don't know who this is.
Lady Gemini. Excuse me. I am inconclusive.
What's up, Ham?
If I'm
What's up, Ham? Happy New Year to you too, dude. For real.
Happy New Year, Hammer.
I'm inconclusive if I'm fighting allergies or if it's becoming a cold more than allergies. I have not a clue. We shall see, but I am taking measures just as a precautionary.
You know, though, Al, sometimes people can care about somebody and have a friendship with them before, and then boundaries are crossed and they don't trust people anymore, and they feel like those people were malicious to them. And even though they can not hate them or want anything bad to happen, doesn't mean that they want to be treated poorly by that person, and that person is proven to do so that way. It's perfectly natural when somebody is disparaging you, lying about you, threatening you, trying to turn people against you, dox you, to not want to be, around them anymore. I don't know why anybody would want to be friends with somebody that did those things, but as an adult, if you had shared a prior friendship, it would seem that the easiest thing to do in all cases is just to love each other from a distance.
Sure.
Because some people love toxic.
Lucy, trackable.
Hey, what up, Trackable?
Untrackable. There we go. Yeah.
I don't know what, Greenie, I don't know what those emojis are.
What? Me? Oh, no.
No, green-eyed monster. I can't see
that
what that
looks
is.
like a hammer hug.
Yeah.
So he was giving hammer hugs.
Yeah.
Samuel.
Hi, Sammy. How are you today? Are you good?
Now they have these two drinks at Sonic's called the Paris and then Nicole.
Hi, Acid. Did you have a good New Year, my friend?
Yes, thanks. Yourself?
It was all right. You know, new year, new objectives, new opportunities. You know, you miss 100% of those opportunities you don't take. Every year I kind of clear out my cache like a computer. I forgive everything that's done prior to me, and I may still keep my distance, but I don't take that shit with me. So far so good. You know, I'm chilling. How have you been lately?
No.
Those dorks in there messing with you still? They were telling me in Vegas you were kind of like going after people. I don't know if that's true or not. I had to go to JT's because you know he was basically him and Gotti were basically speaking about Cap and I over there, and I just wanted to ask JT because I don't talk about him or Gotti in a poor fashion at all. So I just wanted to know if we had a problem all of a sudden because I don't understand where it was coming from. You know?
They've lost their minds, JT and Gotti. They're totally gone as far as I'm concerned. There's no point even trying to go there and have a conversation with them or anything. They just laugh at you. They'll just laugh at you like they're gone in their minds. They're just total nasty people, man.
Well, I was doing well with JT and Gotti up there. I have a long relationship with Gotti like I do you. So JT I don't know as well. But you know, I was up there and I was just trying to figure out what the hell sparked all of this. Like why are me and Cap being discussed? More Cap than myself. Cap doesn't even know JT. Never even spoken to JT.
This is what they do though. They've got nothing else to do. This is their topic of all the shit. Yeah.
And Cap's always liked Gotti, so I'm not really sure where it was coming from. So, you know, I'm not like them. I'm not gonna go fucking sit around and talk about people on the stream without them being there. So I went over and addressed it, and I was like, "Yo, so what? Do we got a problem? I don't understand." Because I don't fuck with JT or Rain. I don't put their shit out. In fact, I actually asked you to take down Rain's picture before I would even go up on panel, if I recall right. So I'm not really sure what the deal is. So I'm like, okay, so like maybe somebody's talking shit. And this kid doesn't know me. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to see what the hell's going on. Right? I would think Gotti would correct him, but you know, Gotti, you never know what to expect with him.
He's the biggest troublemaker ever.
So I go over there and I'm trying to talk to him about it, and he's basically, you know, we're having somewhat of a conversation. But I mean, he basically just told me, you know, he doxes and he doesn't care who he doxes and he doesn't care who other people dox, but, you know, he was very open about it, which, like, what do I say to that? I mean, what do I say to that? Like, okay, so you don't have any problem with what you do or with other people doing it as long as it didn't,
that's right.
You know, as long as they don't do it to you.
Okay? That's right, exactly, man. So I
said, well, yeah. So I said, so you're a hypocrite. And he goes, no, I'm just this and I'm just that. Yeah. And so he doubles down. He doubles down. He doesn't give a shit about any of us. And
he doesn't care about anyone. Like, he's lost. I told you, he's mad. He's telling people to go and kill themselves. He's told me to kill myself. My mum's not going to miss me. I've recorded it. I used to play it for days on my stream on loop, so everyone could know the kind of man that he is. How dare you tell someone to kill yourself? That's disgusting. He doesn't know
Well,
I could be suicidal. He
he doesn't
doesn't know I
care.
actually
He
have.
does.
I
He
am
doesn't look.
actually. I am suicidal.
I
It's on my
know. I
doctor's records.
know.
I've got the
I
whole lot,
know.
mate. How dare he tell me that? How fucking dare that motherfucker tell anyone that? Luckily, I can handle it because I'm hardcore. You get me? But someone else that
Yeah.
is genuinely suicidal and who's kill yourself, and their mum's not going to miss you, no one cares. And in his voice, he genuinely means it. He's not joking about. You can tell. Like this guy's adamant about it. He's mentally fucked in his head, man. He's totally gone. So I don't bother with them. But anyway, just want to cut in there. I got Las Vegas shut down because in Las Vegas they're doing bad things, telling people to kill themselves and all the rest of the shit, man. So I made a spam bot and I fucked it up 2 days ago, man. And that's it. I mean, I was botting it since the last 2 weeks, but mellow. I've done it from 3 to 6 minutes. Just put in a little dust, spam it. Slow, so it's mellow, man. I thought, right, fuck this chat room, and I killed it, man. And the next day, I've done it every 8 seconds. I was like, fuck it. So I spammed the shit out of it. The next day, the chat room's dead now. I fucked it, man. So, yeah, they're gonna fuck off. That's it.
You
They've
know
got
how it
nowhere.
goes, Asa. They'll just move to another fucking resort camp.
Yeah, that's right. But at least I put it
And
on
now
hold for
they
about.
all stream. They all have their own streams, so they'll just share that information with everybody. It's kind of like a futile thing. You know what I mean?
It's disgusting. It's nasty, man.
It's
Like,
just
that
going
JT
to start
streams are.
anyways. So like he's basically tells me, look, I don't got any bones. You know me. Like trolls, I have plenty of friends that are trolls. I had just certain boundaries when it comes to trolls. So he tells me. So I'm sitting here going, okay, well, obviously, if you obviously don't know me because like I speak out against those things, and he thinks I'm retarded for having morals or having any things. You know, he doesn't care about anybody, doesn't care about anything. He's like, so what did you hope to get out of this? And I'm like, I'm just trying to figure out why you're doing this. And pretty much his answer was because he felt like it. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
Butthurt.
okay, well, there's that. I'm done now. I can't go back to his channel at all because I can't stand behind any of that shit. And he's basically told me no matter what I say or do, he's gonna do whatever the fuck he wants, and it doesn't matter if it's hypocritical because he runs his
He's lost the
show.
plot. He's gone. He's a goner. He's gone. Because
So
people done it. People done it to him, and it's just fucked. The guy's fucked, big time.
well, I'm not gonna disparage the man. At least he's being upfront about it. A lot of these people sit on their high horses in their other rooms, fucking acting like they're good fucking grandma diamond fucking art having motherfuckers, and they're just as
You are
bad as
funny.
this guy. At least this
You're
guy's
so funny.
fucking saying it to my the face, you know.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough, mate. That's true.
He's giving me the option to avoid him. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? He's
yeah,
not
yeah.
pretending to be a
Mm.
cookie fucking baking grandma that's fucking so sweet over there and everybody loves
Yeah,
your
sure.
family, blah blah blah, or some fucking I don't know, some fucking cherry pie making bullshit video clipping motherfucker over there talking about fucking how everybody shit while she's the one fucking shoveling it everywhere, you know? How everybody's racist while she's being racist. I mean, whatever, dude, however it works. Or some 70-year-old man fucking trying to date somebody half his age and fucking stroking a guitar poorly and acting like he's some fucking rock god or king or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. It's all
It's ridiculous.
It's stupidness, man. Why are they picking on old man and all this shit? Like they're like in their 20s or whatever, man. Him and Rain. It's like, what the fuck are they harassing old people for, man? Fucking
I
hell!
know.
Like not that we're old, but you know, you know what I'm
Look, I
saying.
just came to the conclusion that at least he was honest with me, which I respect, but I can't be a part of anything like that. You know me, I hate doxing. One of the reasons why Rusty hates me is because I stood up to her for doxing Drew. I mean, there's other things too, but like, I don't let her back in my room because of the things she does. And like, he's like, no, I know everything she does. I'm like, you know everything she does. So you're aware that she's like done this and that. And, you know, I'm listing off all the different things that she's done to people, several people, how many channels she's lost. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that. As long as she doesn't do it to me. So like, I know what he's about. So I don't have to go there. And he's welcome to run a stream any way he wants. Any fucking way he wants. But I can't get
It's
behind any of
disgusting.
that.
It's disgusting. I hate his streams. They're just
And it
disgusting. They're just really horrible. Like pure negative, just cursing everyone, putting everyone's pictures up, and just pure nastiness, man. It's disgusting, mate. Absolutely disgusting. Jeez, man. And that's without sounding rude. That's what happens when you've got no parents in your life, no guidance, no fuck all. I'm sorry if that's offended anyone and that, but that's the harsh reality of it, man. It's
well,
a shame.
young people with guidance have a hard time in life, true. But I don't know anything about him to speak on his family life at all,
Yeah,
nor
yeah,
would
sure,
I.
sure. Yeah, yeah, that's true. I shouldn't really talk about it. But I want to just hello,
The
new
people
guys.
the people I do speak about openly, which isn't very often, it's usually when it's brought to my attention in my chat. I know them,
Mm,
but I don't know JT and Rain
mm,
at all. They're new
mm,
to me altogether. I know of them, but I don't know them.
mm,
So, like, I can't speak about them. I just know that what he said to me point blank to my face. And here's the thing, I went up to talk to JT. I didn't go up to talk to Jeff or Rusty. I don't speak to
exactly.
them. It's not because I'm not afraid of those people,
Mhm,
it's
mhm,
because they came after my children.
mhm,
And I'm not shining the spotlight on people that do those things. They don't think I realize that people watch me when I go to their streams. Why
mhm,
would I help support somebody who does those things, who doxes people's children, who lies? I'm not going to give them any of my time or attention. Never. Not even to argue with them, because you know why? People are going to sit in there while we're arguing and watch them, because people's nature is so weird. They're going to fucking go subscribe to her just to hear the nasty shit she's saying about me, even if they
yeah.
don't like it. It's
I mean,
because they
Shannon,
want to see it.
there's certain people like me. I don't care if it makes me look weak anymore or whatever. It's not weakness. Like I won't talk to them. I'll just leave. I don't want to hear their
Right?
voice. I don't want nothing. I'll even, that doesn't mean I'm scared of them. I ain't scared of nothing, man. I think everyone knows
Me
that.
either.
But I don't want to. I don't want to be hear any of that. I don't want to be hear that negative shit. I just walk away, man. And that's it.
Me
And that
too.
doesn't make one a coward. That's
It
the
never
best way,
it
man.
never stops. It never stops. It just keeps going and going and
Mm-hmm,
going. So I
mm-hmm,
unsub, I walk away. I'm the adult in the situation. I'm scared. I'm not scared, dude. I was never
Cool.
scared.
That's right, man.
I'm
Cool.
just not fucking obsessed with some person on the internet who's got nothing better to do than fucking spew poison about people they don't even know.
Is a bit, man.
I was never friends with what's her face ever. Rusty,
Can I say
never
something?
friends with her.
I've got something to say, Shannon. I'm sure you might have heard. Look, I went on Monica Ann's fucking panel a few fucking days ago, and
Yeah.
because I cursed the shit out of these people, Shannon, like heavy, man, right?
Mm-hmm.
And right, they've actually done nothing to me, man. So I do have a guilty conscience, right? And I feel bad, like I know they've done some seriously bad shit as well, right? But I
Yes.
kind of I have to make peace like within myself because I can't live with the shit that's come out my mouth that I've said to these people, man. So I went there just to make peace and that. I know, whatever. Not peace out with friends and shit. Just, just, just so that's it. I won't curse. I can't curse and like anymore. You know the nasty shit I say, man. It's too much. So I had
Yeah.
to, I just, yeah. That's why. So I spent half an hour there and just chilling with them people. And just stop doing my shit that I do to them. I think I have to stop doing that shit that I'm doing to them now. It's a bit heavy, but yeah, that's it.
It's
Well,
it's
you know
it's
what?
it's a hell of a feeling when you like you create this barrier of yourself and you're like, hey, this is how I'm going to be to the world. This is I'm going to project, what I have to offer rather than,
Mm,
meanness and disgustingness. But when you feel compelled and those demons are brewing in there and you get them out, yeah, they're out, but it doesn't necessarily feel good because you almost feel like you victimized somebody, and then that puts another pressure on you from the within
mm,
to where it's
mm,
like to make amends and be like, hey, I can't unsay what I said, I can't undo what I did, but I can put myself clearly back in the box and be okay with it. You know what I mean?
But yeah, and people have done really bad things from what I've heard. But yeah,
Hey, Kels. Well, I think as we age and as we become adults and we start realizing that our words mean things, that our actions mean things, even though we were triggered or pressured into reacting because somebody made a conscious decision to do so to make us be that way, you feel bad if you have any kind of kindness in your heart. I don't like yelling at people either, but they keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and eventually you're going to snap. You're just going to snap. You know, I'm very disciplined for the most part, but I'm also very strongly opinionated. And when I say something to somebody, I mean it, but I don't say things idly. You know, I don't just pull out bullshit for no reason because I'm mad. But I could see where a lot of times I will go into avoidance because I know that I'm feeling that way and I'm intensely angry for whatever reason, mostly because things are so unjust. It's such bullshit. That's what frustrates me. Or people are going off total lies that some retard told a million years ago, and they try to stick with it and make it a thing. You know, why they're talking about cooperation, that's all they have, period, because it didn't
But I swear,
happen
the other
like
day
that.
I was watching your show.
What'd you say, Acid? You lost
What'd
your
you say?
audio.
Yeah, he must have lost his audio.
Oh, he's frozen.
Yeah, he's frozen. He dropped. He got kicked somehow. StreamYard's been weird.
So, Untrackable, I have a question. Can we talk
Yeah.
about nude beaches and sharks?
No, no,
Oh,
no, no.
Shannon's like, no, no.
No. Let's not go there.
Yeah, I'll do it, but I'm swimming backwards. You know what I mean?
I do. I know. I'm just teasing.
I'm missing a leg. I don't want to swim at all. Let's go fuck off and smoke weed somewhere. Sounds like a better idea. I'm just. I haven't got eaten in a long time. I'm just gonna let the bitch eat me.
The thing's fucked. Can you hear me? Is my
Now I
signal?
can hear you, sweetie. Yeah. So yesterday you were on
camera?
my stream. Not my stream. I didn't stream yesterday. You talking about this one, Cap stream? No, you lost your audio again, baby cakes.
Yeah, his audio and his video's frozen.
Damn.
I'm gonna drop out and come back in. Bye.
Okay.
I watched Doorbell News Best of 2024. Doorbell cameras all across America. Absolute subhuman garbage is increasing in numbers. Well, yeah.
Hey, something happened. It wasn't the doorbell camera, but it was a doorbell incident that happened this year. Was like I got home from work about like midday, and my wife she was at work, so my car, you know, I don't know if you know, like the people that walk around doing door to door, trying to sell you internet, trying to sell you a roof, trying to do that stuff. That
Solar
means that
panels.
like when they're walking by, it going in one direction, you know, they see an empty driveway, maybe they skip the house, maybe they try and realize that nobody's there and they move on. But then they come back and it's like, oh, well, there's a car there now. And we don't ever answer our door for uninvited guests. We don't answer our phones for, you know, numbers that we don't already know. We do that type of stuff. And I got home early and I was just chilling YouTubing. And I hear this knock on the door and I'm like, yep, you can go ahead and leave now. I didn't say anything to anybody. I didn't move. I didn't have to rush and turn lights off or anything like that. And next thing I swore to God, like through the walls, I heard this dude say something about it was the police. And I wasn't by a window, so I really couldn't see. So that's when I hopped up and I went to the front door, and it was this dude trying to sell me a different internet plan. And I walked out the front door, closed the door behind me, let him give his spiel, but I was like, hey man, I'm gonna go get the mail. If you want to, talk to me while I do that. And he was like, so he's walking with me and talking with me, and I get out to the mailbox, and now we're both standing on the edge of the street, and I get my mail, and I'm like, hey, I'm not interested, and please don't cross this line. So have a nice day. And then I just turned around and walked back in the house. I get so fed up with people sometimes. And to think that you're going to get me to answer the door by saying police and you're trying to sell me something. He could have got himself hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I love people in general. I just don't love the way they behave sometimes. And I don't have to, tolerate anything that makes me uncomfortable. Even if I'm not the one doing it, I don't have to participate in streams that do things that I don't enjoy. Why would I do that? That's like going and paying for dancing classes with one leg. I mean, how am I going to enjoy dancing classes? People have to be realistic about things. They do. We've gotten so fucking off the chain weird over here in these internet chats. I don't even know how to engage in a fun way anymore. And I used to have a great time in these places. I love banter. I love smart ass remarks. I love dumb fuckery to some extent, but now it's gotten all angsty and weird and doxing, and it's weird,
BP
dude.
wants to know if you like country music, Shannon,
No.
which I already knew.
Country music.
I wanted to say something, Captain. I think the other day, I must have missed one of your streams, so I had a quick look. And you see that picture you're using, right? That picture was there. So I'm scanning through, and I'm on the little phone, right? So I thought, oh, who's that pretty lady, right? I swear to God, I swear. And then I've zoomed in, and then I realised it's him. It's you. And that's it, man.
Yes.
I'm traumatized, bro. That's the actual truth what happened, like. I had to tell someone, man. I couldn't get... Seriously, man. You fucked me up, bro. You
Oh
got
my
me,
God,
man.
Alps. You know what's the weirdest thing is all the drunkards come in and it's gone now, but he used to have this one picture, but it changed him into a girl, but it didn't take away his beard. And he'd have
Yeah.
all these drunk
No,
dudes
I
going,
still,
hey,
still have
baby. Do you?
yeah, yeah.
Oh my God.
That's traumatizing, that one. I've
They
seen
always hit on this profile right here. Picture, show them.
That's the one.
That one.
And I'm like, damn, I know you're drunk, baby. Them beer goggles on. That man has a beard, dude. You like chicks with beards? Weird as shit, bro.
Yeah, I need to use that filter.
They're drunk. They can't see the beard, They can just see the nice colored lipstick and think, oh, pretty lady. And they're focused on God, man. This is traumatizing stuff.
Jesus criminy crackers! I've been trying to say something.
They only see the beard when it covers up the cleavage.
Caitlin, we can't hear you. All I can hear is your little voice very, 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 very far away.
There you go. I turned you up.
Son of a nutcracker. I've been trying to say something for 5 minutes and I realized I was freaking muted. I'm trying to ask Captain a question and I'm like, what the fuck? Why isn't he answering?
Because nobody can hear you, baby cakes. At first, I thought it was somebody's TV in the background.
I was just about to say that I looked down and there I was muted. And I'm like, oh shit. No wonder why nobody can hear me. It's because I'm muted.
I'll be back in a second. I gotta put my pizza in the oven.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Pizza.
Okay, dokie.
Okay.
I'll unthaw the chicken tonight. That's what I'll.
Yeah, they were in their Alps. They were saying, yeah, do you know that acid's been doxing you all day long? Blah, 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 in Las Vegas. He was doxing me? Actually, I didn't even say that. I don't think I'd address it at all.
But
I'm like, what? No, it was like a couple days ago. They said you were doxing me.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I don't.
Not me.
That room.
I saw someone
That
doing
room's
it, man.
nuts.
I saw someone doing it. I was thinking, who the fuck is it? Who the fuck is it? Who is it?
They're
Like,
attributing it to you. They want me to hate you. They want me to go after
yeah, I
you.
couldn't work out who it was. Like, you
They
know,
don't understand why I'm friends with you and you docs, but they're all doxers. Why would I be friends with them?
hmm.
And you know, to make it quite simple
Well,
for
basically,
me is
But
I told
yeah,
everybody at the beginning of last year that I didn't care what they did or any of that stuff. If they came in here and they acted like themselves and they interacted with themselves, they were always welcome in my room. But none of them, the only person who could drop it and be any what fucking kind of self-reflective about it is you. Everybody else doubled down and got nastier this year. Weird.
but the only people's names or whatever, doxing as people call it, is people that are threatening to kill me. And I've got the recordings of them threatening to kill me and all kinds of stuff and throw acid on me and they do all kinds of horrible things. So that's why. You know, it's not just some fucking, I'm some crazy guy, man. And in a way, it's a paper trail. So if anything does happen to me, at least someone can look in the chat logs or they'll see on my phone and shit that, oh, look, someone's threatened him and shit. Let's ask them, did they do it and all that, you know? So it's not just random people I'm just grabbing and fucking up, man. Even that's no excuse for what I'm doing. I'm just an explanation as to why and who. You're not just, you know. Yeah.
The thing is these people aren't going to do anything to you. They talk a big game, which
Mm,
is usually what they do. I can't tell you how many times somebody's threatened to burn down my house, stab me in the neck, kill me, sue me, and nothing's happened. The worst thing that happened was I had an uninvited guest one time, and he was my friend, and it made an awkward situation because it was in a way that I was not comfortable with because I didn't invite him over, and that wasn't correct. And I've had some pretty weird things mailed to me. I have some really cool things mailed to me. But other than that, they're not going to do anything to you.
mm,
I can't see that happening. What they're trying to do is make you feel scared because they think that that's somehow damaging your psyche.
yeah, sure. That's all they could do, isn't it? I suppose.
Yeah,
Mm,
that's what they do. They try to pick away at your inner self. So you lose who you
mm,
are and you lose your own values and you start reacting because here they think trolling is just making people react. They don't care how they do it. There's no unspoken code anymore in trolling. They're just everything's on the table and nobody gives a shit and there doesn't have to be any morals and it's like an eye for an eye or sometimes just eyes because they're jealous or because they're trying to get attention from another streamer that's got a bigger stream. Whatever. There's several reasons why they do it. Several reasons why they do it. And everybody has a different agenda. And then those people are never going to change their agendas. They're just going to find people easy to trigger. That's it. Oh, we're gonna go over here and say this. I mean, you figure that out. So that's why you're like, I don't give a fuck about Shannon. Whatever. The more people fucking show affection for somebody they don't like, they gang up and they just start attacking you too. It's
mm,
that's what they do. Because people don't want to be a lone wolf in there. They come there to interact with people, to be part of the group, to have friends. You know, so they just go along with whatever so they can stick around. You know, but as soon as that person, something happens to that person, they feel they like lose a little popularity and there's not as many people. They follow the people. They don't follow the streamer. We as streamers are kind of interchangeable. What they're looking
mm,
for is a room
mm,
where all the
mm.
people they like in these other rooms can go.
That's right.
They can get in your chat. And the
Mm,
less fucking rules and the less code that you have, the
mm,
more like you're a resort cam and nothing's moderated,
mm.
the more they like it. But there's
That's
also a
cool.
lot of bad shit that happens in that
I've
area.
noticed that.
People's
I've noticed that
children
big
get
time.
doxxed. Yeah. They think they're safe.
And like I was saying about acid and what we were saying about like saying things and then kind of feeling bad about it. It's almost the same way about how people act.
Yeah.
To where if I draw my own rules about my conduct, when you're doing like the panel verse, um,
Yeah.
Cap, this is Cap's room, and Cap has his rules, his discretion, and all that. But if my rules are stricter than his, I guarantee I'm not going to have a problem here. Whereas if I have no rules, any place that has rules, they're they're about to kick me out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I
I
have
mean, I was.
standards. I'm
I mean, I
not
was.
desperate for friends, and I'm not here to be popular. So like there's certain things that I don't adhere to ever. Okay? People that dox other people's children, people that are racist and say slanderous things about, people that they don't even know. I don't let them up on my panel unless they're there to defend themselves. There is a code of conduct. There's definitely a code of conduct between the honorable of us, between the ones that actually stand for something other than just a gigantic shit show to get some numbers. I'm of the
Mm-hmm.
firm opinion if you don't stand up for something, you're going to
You'll
believe
fall
everything.
right.
I'm lucky, like the first kind of few panels I came on was Shannon's, and she's got a bit of etiquette, kind of, they're not like some hooligan fucking stream she runs and shit. So that's kind of how I learned. So when I did my panels, I kind of had some kind of etiquette. All right, I do some stupid shit and that, right? But at least I've got
Yeah.
some. I think you could see it as well when I do stream. There's some
I
kind
come from
some
the
kind of
opposite.
decency.
I come from the opposite end of that acid. The panels that I was on before, before Bonds and KC and all those guys, they had a set of strict rules, and it was a pretty big freaking channel. So anybody that came in and started shit, they were monetized. So anybody that came in and said anything, you had to zap them before it got out of control, or their monetization would be gone.
Yeah.
And after I met
Nice,
Shannon,
Biffy.
she showed me how to relax a little bit with that kind of stuff. She showed me, a lot of things about streaming, like how to look at the numbers and to see who's full of shit and who's telling the truth and shit like that.
Yay.
The
Beep
real
beep.
deal
Are
stuff.
you truly
The real shit.
surprised to see people in my channel end up over there at those channels?
On Beta, do you know Beta?
Of course, I know all of them over there. I mean, I don't
Oh,
know
is
her
it?
personally, but
Yeah.
yeah, I
Okay.
mean,
Okay.
the people that you
Yeah.
guys are following, they're
Mm.
going to my channel, and that you're learning about them by proxy. That Ass didn't know anything about the IRLs or the IPGs. Most of these people didn't. It's not till
Yeah. I
I went
don't.
over there and mingled with them, and you guys started coming over here that they even started asking.
Yeah. I only went to Betas because I heard ACAT was on there, so I went to trouble ACAT. I could kind of give her stress her
Oh,
out. And that's
why
when I
is
turned up there.
ACAT at betas? ACAT shouldn't even know beta.
I know it's pretty weird, man. And then I don't know. I pop along here and there, man. Just do what I do and have a smoke and a beer. It's not really cursing. That's pretty peaceful. Some psychos turn up sometimes,
Anyways,
and that's
beep
what
beep.
kind of
And I'm not
fucking.
saying that's all because of me. I'm just saying all of us that are in the chat universe, we all check out everybody's channels, especially if they start going to another channel or one of the people that you're trying to fucking avoid is over there talking shit. Of course, that's how it works, baby cakes.
Yeah, I was on there
Anyway,
a few times. Yeah.
That's why I
any,
talk about not engaging certain channels. Because if I engage
anyway,
certain channels, it shines a light on them, and that they don't need one. I would stifle what they do. I think what they do is terrible to people. Not just
anyway,
me.
my long ass rant about Shannon teaching me things about the streams is I just want to thank her, and I can't say thank you enough for your help.
Aw, that's sweet, Cap. Of course. I try to help everybody that I can. I tried to help JT the other night to some extent. I'm like, you don't understand what you're walking into here, man. He's like, oh, I
Oh
know
yeah.
everything. I know all these people. I'm like, okay. Like, I
He's a,
try to warn everybody. I try to warn everybody about what happens here.
Yeah.
They can
what
call me a
happens?
Karen. They can call me whatever they want. I only warn once, and then I listen to what they say. And if they're not interested, I don't go back. That's the way it is.
That's great. Mm.
Beat actually our age, though, Beep Beep. She's like 50 years old, like us.
She's 50. She's 50. Yeah, she's 50. Yeah.
Hi, Clint Torres. How are you? Do you need my attention? I assume that that's,
Yeah.
That's for me. Beta is a chatter and a streamer from the IRL universe, closely linked to BG.
What is the what is the IRL universe?
It's well, the IRL are like kind of the chatters that ride the fence of the IPT people. But IRL stands for in real life, and they're people that only turn on their cameras and only do things in real life. That's the streamers. But there's a whole group of chatters that follow them. So I call them the IRL community. They don't do avatars. They don't do shit like that. They turn on their cameras. They go out. They record shit. Although now the IRL streamers are not being very IRL. There's a lot of them that don't turn on their cameras anymore.
Mm.
But their new thing is to turn them on and have like masks on. You know what I mean? Some of them are still keeping it real, I guess. I don't go to
It's a
make jokes either, Dixie.
bright red hat you got, man. Bright. Killer box red.
I'll go check them out, and depending on what's going on there, I'll go. You know, there's people that I like that do things that are bad here, but I don't participate in their streams, but I will watch them sometimes.
Acid, pick a
Because
song.
everybody likes the shit show. Kind
My
of.
12-minute song. That that 10-minute song that
Hey,
no one wanted to hear. We're gonna listen
I'll
to
be
it, right?
I'll be
Only
back,
joke.
you guys. I have to do something real quick. I'll be back.
All right. Pick a song, Acid.
I wanted to ask you. Oh God, I'm not good at songs. I really don't know. Help me out, Red Hat man. Help me pick a song. Any
What,
song. Pick a song. Any song.
What were you gonna ask, Acid?
I was gonna ask. I forgot. I got panicked about the song, so I forgot. I was like, oh God, what song do I pick? And now I forgot. There you
What's
go.
the type of stuff you listen to, Acid?
I kind of listen to like kind of underground stuff, like rave music, drum and bass, um, anything nice actually. Like anything, even like commercial music. There's anything that sounds good. Just anything.
What's
Which music?
your favorite?
Drum and bass music. That's the genre. But Lincoln Park. Do you like Lincoln Park, Captain?
Yes.
Can we play a Lincoln Park song, if possible?
Yes.
Only 1 minute, maybe, or you can cut it when you want.
Oh no.
My friend used to be into it. I haven't seen him for many years, so we're dedicated to him. Whatever song you pick from Lincoln Park, this one's for you, Eddie. Eddie boy.
Yeah, I grew up with Lincoln Park.
Yeah. He bought the CD, played it in the car. I was like, man, this ain't too bad, mate. It's totally not my genre of music. Totally not, but it's like, this is all right, mate.
I used to growing up. I lived on like a big circle road, so it was about 2.5 miles around. And one of the best Christmas gifts I ever received as a youngster was that Sony Discman.
Oh yeah.
And before bed, like almost like sunset time into the darkness, I would use my allowance and buy a CD. And I got that Linkin Park. And sometimes I would have to walk around the circle 2 times just to clear everything out of my own head. Sometimes it's like, oh, you jam into a song, and next thing you start thinking about your life and how much you can just let go of if you just walk another 2.5 miles.
Sure. I hear what you're saying. I understand. Yeah, man. Yep. And headphones are great because you can hear everything properly, really clear and that,
Yeah, but I love Linkin Park.
I wanted to ask Captain, what pizza? Like he said, he went and meant to pizza. That's not good enough. What is it? What's the pizza, man?
Detroit style pizza with onions, black olives, pepperoni, sausage.
Nice, nice. I'm thinking the onions are going to kick in nicely with that kind of mix. It's going to go
Yes.
good.
And then my niece is here, so I got one for her that has just pepperoni and cheese on it.
Oh, nice, man. Pizza party, eh? Hey, nice, man. Cool.
Yep.
Hey, I gotta say, I was not allowed to be picky as a kid. So when my mom would order pizza, it was always a supreme pizza. There was no vote. There's 3 kids and mom. There was no vote. I'm ordering pizza. That's what's for dinner. And it was always all the way pizza. And if you were the one that got lucky enough to hold the check in your hand to give to the delivery driver, you got you got to the pizza first. So you know you got the pick. You know what I'm saying? It's like pick of the litter. It's like, oh, mom handed me the check. That means I better grab my 2 slices before it hits the table. Otherwise, I'm only getting 1.
Right.
But no, I live my married side of the family is oh man, they each have their own little thing. So when we do like pizza night, it's and you know, for a larger side of the family, it's like it's good to have more food. But there's so many people, picky people, like we got to get like 5 different pizzas.
Sure.
And I'll be the one to be like, I'll have a slice of all y'all's.
I remember that. It's really fun. Like you get all the pizzas around, it's all open, and you can pick a slice out of each box. There's like enough. One's got the vegetarian, boring one, and I'll have one of them. Okay, it's like that's fun, man. Yeah. Cozy times. Got Lincoln Park. But the drums in Lincoln Park, that's what my mate was telling me. The drums, man. Heavy drummer. Oh, shit, man.
You all assume I'm safe here in my room, unless I try to start again. I don't want to be the one the battles always choose, 'cause inside I realize that I'm the one confused. I don't know what's worth fighting for, or why I have to scream. I don't know why I instigate and say what I don't mean. I don't know how I got this way. I know it's not alright, so I'm breaking the habits. I'm breaking the habits tonight. Watching my cure, I tightly lock the door. I try to catch my breath again. I am much more than any time before. I have no options left again. I don't want to be the one the battles always choose, 'cause inside I realize that I'm the one confused. I don't know what's worth fighting for, or why I have to scream. I don't know why I instigate and say what I don't mean. I don't know how I got this way. I'll never be alright, so I'm breaking the habit. I'm breaking the habit tonight. I'll paint it on the walls, 'cause I'm the one at fault. I'll never fight again, and this is how it ends. I don't know what's worth fighting for, or why I had to scream, but now I have some clarity to show you what I mean. I don't
Hey Vex, what up?
this way. I'll never be
Welcome back, Nicole.
so I'm breaking
Beep.
the habit. I'm breaking the habit
Lincoln Park. I remember that voice. I heard it for years, man. Fucking hell.
Oh yeah, in Lincoln Park.
I've not heard that for like 30 years, man. 25 years, man. Jesus. Fuck
Oh man,
me.
I hear it every once in a while. That one song,
Shit.
Crawling in My Skin, makes me want to crawl in my skin.
Bex, as long as she can sound good, I don't care. I mean, I don't want to see Chester Bennington replaced, but as long as she can sound good and pull off the songs, that's all I care about.
Well, I don't think they could have picked another male to replace Chester Bennington. So at least if they repurpose themselves with a female, you're not expecting the male tones and it becomes her
Mhm.
own sound. It's almost like a
Very
new
true.
band, but anchoring on to an old, like everybody's going to be interested in who replaced Chester Bennington. I
Right.
think if you picked a man, it'd be more of an insult than a woman because a woman's going
I
to give
think
it a
so.
different vibe altogether, right?
I agree.
It's
I
not trying
agree.
to replace him, it's trying to reinvent themselves as a band.
There's somebody
Right.
named Caitlin backstage waving her arms like a damn chicken.
Oh.
Hey.
Damn,
Yeah, I think it's important too. Like I described my little bit of just a portion of my Linkin Park exposure,
Right.
or any band that has lost somebody and they have to move on. Um, it to me, it's less about trying to make it sound like it did before, but as much as those songs meant to us when we heard them in our days when we needed good music. Um, I think it's very important to evoke the passion, like do it justice like it did the first time I heard it, and it blew my mind. And
Yeah, but
I was
are
you know
are they doing their old music or are they just like making new music with a girl instead of Chesta? Like is she doing Chesta's song on stage?
I
Are they
mean,
doing their own music? I don't know. I this is the first I'm hearing of a female replacing Chester Bennington. Like I don't know
If
if their intention is to play their old music because that might be weird. But I thought maybe they were just like replacing them and putting out new music as
do you
what
want
do
to
In
they
the
hear
call
what?
it?
vibe, in the vibe of Linkin Park, but new music.
Right,
That's
right,
what I was thinking. Yeah, but that is weird if she's gonna sing his songs. I don't think that's
right,
gonna
right.
happen. That's a
That's
bit.
gonna give a weird vibe to the
Yeah,
audience for Linkin
yeah,
Park.
man.
But if they come on scene and they start making new music with a female, I don't see where that's a problem. You know?
Here's what she sounds
I'm
like.
just things that we've seen before, like with like Alice in Chains. They had to replace what's his name, Lane Staley.
Yes.
When I went to see him, it was after the change, and they played their hit Alice in Chains songs with a replacement singer. It was a great concert, you know. And what's the other one? Was it Journey that
No,
replaced their lead singer?
no. AC/DC did. Bon Scott ended up dying, and
Journey
then
did too. They replaced Perry, Steve Perry.
Brian
And they
Johnson took over for Bon Scott.
Yeah.
and so that's the thing. Like also when you look at bands like Velvet Revolver, that was like and
Scott
people
Weiland.
from other
Yeah.
famous bands that came together to start a new band, and then they did their own thing.
Group.
Completely different name and all that. But if you're gonna keep the same name and replace somebody, when you sell those tickets, me as a
Yes,
fan,
Bex.
I want to hear the replacement still with the band and perform those own songs. So
Really?
I don't
Okay.
necessarily care if the singer that or the person that you replaced sounds the
Mm-hmm.
same as the old person, but I do want to feel that when I hear that
See, I
song.
don't, I don't like seeing when they're replaced. Like I didn't like seeing Brian Johnson do Bon Scott's work. They sounded totally different to me, and it gave a different vibe. Like Bon Scott had more of like a quirky kind of raspy vibe, and Brian Johnson was more of like a metal vibe. So like the song didn't feel the same because let's face it, the lead singer is part of the instruments in hearing a song that you connect with. I mean, you can hear covers and like of people doing covers like to open up a band or whatever else, but you're not expecting that unique sound, and replacing it is terrible. But I get where they like combine new bands and make new music. I'm down for that because a lot of those mashups are fucking, they're wicked. You know what I mean? You're like, damn,
Here's
that's
what
good.
here's what the new Linkin Park sounds like.
Okay.
It's pouring in, laid on the floor again. One knock at the door and then we both know how the story ends. You can't win if your white flag's out when the war begins. Aiming so high but swinging so low, trying to catch fire but feeling so cold. Hold it inside and hope it won't show. I'm saying it's not, but inside I know. Today's gonna be the day you notice.
Oh my God, don't tell me that, Blue Ring.
This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Fire in the sunrise. Ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd.
Nah, that's funny. She sounds like a female Chester Bennington.
Outnumber 10 to 1. Back then,
Their vocal range is the same.
This path once it's begun. You're already on that list. Say you don't want what you can't resist. Waving that sword when the pen won't miss. Watch it all falling apart like this. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Fire in the sunrise. Ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Today's gonna be the day you notice. 'Cause I'm tired of explaining what the truth is. This is what you asked for!
Fucking serious shit, man. That's heavy, man. Fucking hell.
This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Fire in the sunrise. Ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crowd. Heavy is the crowd. Heavy is the crowd.
Banging tune, man. Heavy shit.
Holy
Fucking hell.
smokes. Jeez. Ugh. Ugh.
What did you guys think? Did you like it or no?
Not my type of cup of tea, but
Not my
it's
kind of music.
acid,
Not my
so
kind of
as long
music,
as
but I'll
acid's
fucking
happy.
I'll dance to that shit, man. I'll fucking give it some on that dance floor.
Like I said, it was
Alright.
acid's cup of tea, but not my type of cup of tea.
I would say
I fucking loved it.
I don't think it's a bad song at all. Like
Oh,
it
I
was
I
a
fucking
really
loved
good
it. I enjoyed the fuck out of it, and I think her voice is in the same range as Chester's, but it is a female voice, and I thought it was hot as shit. I'm not a huge fan of Linkin Park like most people are. They like, but it's definitely music I would listen to. Like I'm down for Flyleaf. I love Flyleaf. Flyleaf's fucking awesome. Sick is one of my favorite songs ever, and every time I'm pissed, I play that song.
Well, something that it makes me think too is like her part in that song was different levels of getting more screamy. Whereas, something like In the End, it's almost like he's talking to you before he screams at you. You know what I mean?
Nah, I probably you listen to other Linkin Parks and they're just as screamy as that. So maybe
I'll put it this way: I like hers.
different plays.
I like her just as much as I like his in Linkin Park. I think she's a good replacement for them. for him. With them for him. Ugh.
I'm just saying they're gonna have a different flavor anyways because she's different, but I think she has the right tone and vocal range to replace that in that band's musical style.
I wanted to ask Caitlin something. What music do you like? What kind of stuff?
Country music and oldies and pop.
All right, cool, nice. Nice.
Taylor Swift.
Yep.
She likes Tay Tay. She's a Taylor Swift fan.
Oh, country
Hey,
music is mad.
I am I am
Mad.
definitely a closeted Taylor Swift fan. Like
I,
I'm
I
not a
like country.
Swiftie, but
I am
if
classified as a Swiftie.
I am more interested in Miley Cyrus. That is my guilty pleasure, okay? I like way too many Miley Cyrus songs, all right? And I am
Oh,
not a Hannah
really?
Montana type of girl, let me tell you.
Miley
But,
Cyrus.
her shit's good. She's a big Dolly Parton fan too, and I'm a fan of Dolly Parton's. I'll always be a fan of Dolly Parton's. I love Dolly Parton. So she does a lot of her songs when she's not got a marijuana leaf on her crotch and is grinding fucking Robin Thicke at a music award show.
the way that I grew up, like my mom basically force fed me country music,
It's good stuff,
and
man.
then I was the youngest of three, so like when my sister got her license, it was all like Guns N' Roses and Aerosmith and a floorboard full of cassette tapes,
And
uh,
T-Bags.
all of that late '70s, early '80s rock, music, and being around my brother, like I still never got a choice. It was whoever I was around was the type of music that I got to listen to. But my radio now is it's locked into the classic rock station because the only time I listen to the radio is when it's like the morning show on the way to
Yeah,
work. The
yeah.
talk I
I
listen to
like
the
morning
talk
talk
show
show
on the
radios
classic rock
too.
station.
My beautiful Boomy. Mwah,
Boom
how are you,
Howard.
darling? Yeah, the older I get though, it's like the more I need music. I'm telling you, I like the talk show radio. I like talk radio because I'm old too. Like I'm like fuck it. We used to listen to that shit. I used to listen to like Art Bell and Howard Stern and Loveline with the Dr. Drew and fucking Adam Carolla and the Kevin and Bean show. I love that shit. Okay, because they do jokes and they splice it up and they have skits and all that other shit. But the older that I get and the more I'm trying to decompile my life and insert myself into higher standards of being, the more I find music is integral into my everyday life and the vibe that I choose to attract to myself. So, there's something to that. Songs are vibrational. They've proven that megahertz and sound levels like improve mood and help with healing ailments and shit like that. I think there is something to that to some degree. If everything's
I can
energy
feel
and
that. We
vibrationally,
can all
we were
we can
everything.
all feel that.
Yeah,
Like that's right, man. When we hear
yeah.
some nice song, we can feel different and shit and all that. Yeah, yeah.
I just love
Quite
how
busy.
people try to act like it's hippy dippy, but the truth is if you understood math, if you understood things, you would realize that sound is vibration and vibration is math and math is what keeps us all energetically connected. You cannot create energy, you cannot destroy it. Therefore, if you can ride the vibe, then you're good. You've got to align yourself to it. And that's what I'm trying to do this year. It's focus on higher self, making sure that I stay good with me and then everything else falls into place. Because I like you, Acid, I don't like having guilt. I
Mm,
try not to do anything that makes me feel guilty because then I know I've done something that's wrong. You know what I mean?
mm.
Because it's making me feel bad.
It's a big
Why
burden.
I gotta feel bad for somebody else's abhorrent behavior somewhere else? Let them walk with Jesus with that. You know what I mean? Fuck that. Well, I'm not gonna feel bad because somebody else is a dick.
Mm, mm.
So I try to, like I told everybody I'm gonna go back to Janny's. I'm gonna start going back to Janny's. my whole thing with Janny's too, and these other chats where I haven't been going, is just I can't read the chat, so I can't respond. Somebody has to talk to me on panel. If I go up on Janny's and he doesn't panel much, and I'm the only one up there, then I'm basically talking to a bunch of people who would rather poke my eyes out and sell my kidney on the black market than, you know, if they come up, nobody down there is going to be like, "Oh, hey, Shannon, how's it going? And what do you think about Lincoln Park?" Or no, it's going to be, "You're a fucking snatch. We're going to fucking rip your eyes out. You're a liar. You're this, you're that. You this, you that." And I'm like, you know, it's hard for me to participate in that fashion.
Yeah, and you're not
Being
interested
on
in
the
all that
injured,
bullshit,
the injured
all that
list.
shit
Yeah.
talk. Like, not interested, man. That's not,
Oh, I like shit talking banter. I'm good at it. I like it, and I don't get insulted easily at all. It's the other shit I don't like. It's the, you know, the
nasty, nasty, nasty. The
yeah,
horrible.
the like throwing my
Yeah.
children out there. I'm not saying Janny does that, but his place is good for verbal banter. It's panel banter is good too, and they're nasty as shit over there. But I don't think ever any I don't think anybody's ever doxed me there. They've done some nasty shit to me there, but I don't think they've ever doxed me other than say my first and my last name, which I can't say is a dox because I used it when I first came into chat. So whatever.
I'll tell you, the first time I showed you my tattoo about 3 years ago, it said Alps. The first thing you said, "Oh, your name's Alpesh." I thought, yeah,
Yeah.
and the way you said it was really beautiful. And that was it. And then I think just maybe 6 months ago, someone's discovered my name. It's like, but hold on. Fucking
I know. You're the
knew it instantly. And even Hitesh is like Indian like me. Alps, Alpesh, Hitesh. You know, it's the same kind of shit. Even he didn't
right.
know what my fucking name is. I'm always showing my tattoo. My name's tattooed on my hand. I've been telling everyone for years. And fucking it's just stupidness like. And then they think they've suddenly doxed me because they've worked my name out. And I say, but Shannon knew my name over 3 years ago when I showed my tattoo. That's how fucking clever you are. Not clever, but just common sense. Like, and you're not even Indian. And you knew my fucking name just from Alps.
Yeah.
That's
But
that blew
I
my
pay
head away. I thought, yeah,
attention. But I pay attention. I pay attention to what people
yeah,
say. I see
yeah,
people. I don't
yeah.
ignore them. I only ignore
Mm.
them once they irritate me.
Have you
And
ever met? Have you ever? Sorry to interrupt. How do you know the name Alpesh? Have you met anyone, or do you know in the past? Have you heard that name before, or like
no, I don't know.
you
It
just
just came
knew?
to me.
You
That
just
was your
knew. You just
name.
knew. Wow, man! Fucking wow, man! That's great. That's fucking great.
I don't know.
That's great. Yeah, yeah.
I have a sixth
That's
sense for
yeah.
things
It just
sometimes.
makes sense. It made sense, like, doesn't it? Like
Yeah.
Alpesh, Hitesh, and Rax. Like people call Rakesh, we call them Rax. So if my name was Rakesh, I'd probably have Raks tattooed there. If it was Hitesh, I'd have Hits, Hits is Hits, and but my name's Alpesh, so it's Alps. Yeah, fantastic, mate.
I've never known an Alpesh before, but I gotta
Yeah,
tell you
yeah.
something.
The way you
I
say my name is so
I
quality,
was
so fucking, it's so
well,
posh.
I was in tech. I was in tech for so long, and people don't know this, but India is like a huge tech mecca. Okay, and a lot of the people I worked with and I contracted with were Indian.
Yeah.
So you know,
They're
you
really
just
clever. I don't know how they know that shit. It's oh, fucking, I've got to hire web developers. Mine's from Bangladesh. I don't know how he's from a village, mate, with no electricity and all this shit. This guy's fucking genius. Like, I'm
yeah,
like, wow, like, how the fuck do you know this shit? He
Yeah.
told me this is how we learned everything. We're very close in that now. You know, we're friends over the last few years, but yeah.
yeah.
Oh, here we go. It's time. What, you got pizza, isn't it? Yes. Oh, holy shit. Now that's a pizza. I weren't expecting that.
I
Yeah.
wish.
Hey, I've been missing out all my life on that. Where you get that kind of stuff from, man? Wow, wow.
Right, Sam? For realsies. For realsies. There is something to that. For real. I don't know. Like all I know is this is
Pizza, pizza.
I don't judge anybody. I just stay away from things that make me feel bad if it's participating in it. And I could love somebody to death and not go to their stream because of what they're doing. It's not that I don't understand what they're doing, but I don't want to help people I don't know. I don't want to help people shine light on people that are like basically their only recourse is to dox people or to stalk their family. To me, I have respect for trolls that actually can do banter, that can actually not lift a finger or dig into your personal life and make you sit down. To me, that's more of being a troll. And I want to point something out there. They're really stretching out this doxing thing. Doxing is very fucking simple. Very simple. You publicly post somebody's identifying information that can breach their life. So that's their name, address, telephone number, family members. It's not somebody reading a text that you sent. That's not doxing. Okay? They nobody can go online and look you up based on a text you sent somebody. That's just being a snitch. You're just a snitch at that point. You're not a doxer. You're just a fucking petty snitch at that point. Okay? You can't just expand everything into, oh, we keep everything private here while people are trying to do exposés on you. At some point, you have to, defend yourself. I don't anymore because I've earned my place here. I don't feel the need to defend myself against anybody.
That's
Nobody that
correct.
likes me
Well,
doesn't have to come here. I don't
that's
care.
really good defense.
Believe the gossip artists, believe the hate bonders, believe the fucking whatever you can. But all you're looking at is a bunch of people that I walked away from because they do shit that I don't agree with and I don't want to be part of that because
That's right.
I feel bad. So what you're looking at is people that feel rejected. That's what you're looking at right there. Because if I really didn't matter and I was really nothing and they don't care and I'm this horrible person, they would just ignore me altogether. They wouldn't have to come up with a narrative. They wouldn't have to make videos. Okay? That's just the honest God truth. You know what? I don't have to make videos or record these people or dox them because I don't fucking care for real. I don't want to hurt any of these dorks.
That's right. I mean, look, Shannon's told me many times she doesn't agree with what the fuck I'm doing. She won't come on my streams because I'm doing some weird shit. I don't hate her for telling me, huh? And fucking it's true, innit? Like what she's saying. And hopefully I can improve myself and not do that shit and that, you know? Other
I
people, they'll
always
hate
come
you
up
for
when
fucking
when
doing that.
you're up acid and if
When
you're
I'm
not going
normal
on
and
a
that,
if
exactly,
you're
when
not
I'm
going
normal,
on
you'll
a
always come up,
rant,
you know?
yes, I will come up
Exactly,
when you're yeah.
and it's exactly when I'm normal. She always comes up and says hello and that, and her friends come up and say hello. But when I'm doing my psycho fucking shit, it's correct. She stays away, and I don't hate her for that. There's nothing at all. I'm glad, like and fucking that she stays away. I feel so ashamed when and shit, and yeah,
I love you too,
things.
Alps, and we're all human and we
Yeah,
all do
yeah,
things
yeah.
wrong
No, no,
sometimes. But
no,
it's
no.
the
That's
way you
right.
conduct yourself afterwards
Well,
that proves
what I'm saying is,
something
right,
to
my
me.
point, that's right, there was a point of what I said, 10 seconds, yeah? The point was, just like Shannon's told me so many times, I never fucking hate her, I never curse her and shit and do that shit, because it's correct, isn't it, what she's saying, is what am I doing, like, doing these silly things, that was the point I was making. Probably doesn't
Well,
make
thank
sense,
you.
or
I
I
appreciate
want to
that,
make my
Alps. I
joint,
do.
I want to make my joint.
And I
Yeah.
really don't fucking care if they like that I like you or not. That's none of their fucking business. I have my own reasons. I dig deeper than they do. I don't just listen to a bunch of people fucking randomly spouting off shit. I look at all angles of things. There's a reason why I like Alps. And none of you are going to change that fucking reasoning because I've been watching him longer than you have. Okay? You guys all want to make him out to be this big shit because he doesn't want to go along with your clicky ass shit. Same with me. I'm a fucking enemy there too. I have done no doxing or cloning whatsoever. I haven't done any. I don't put videos out on people. I don't do any of that shit. I don't bother their streams. They make me out to be a villain too because guess what? We don't conform to what they do.
After
That's
everything
why.
what people have done to you,
Hey,
after
Tony.
everything what they've done to you, hello Tony, after everything what they've done to Shannon, she still hasn't got that hate in her to make doxing streams and do what I do or
Hi,
whatever
Tony,
and all that.
baby.
That that's how not nasty she is. She hasn't got it in her to be horrible like that after
Oh,
whatever
I
has
got it
happened.
in me, but I also have
I know you've
self-discipline.
got it in you. Oh, you've got it in you. We've all got the evil in us. We've all got it
Yeah.
in us to kill people. We've got all on us to do murder. We've all got it in us, man.
Well, actually, I don't.
But
The only way I would murder somebody is if they were trying
yeah, yeah,
to kill my kids.
yeah,
But
yeah, sure, cool.
I
Yeah,
definitely
look,
have some verbal abilities
you've
to
got
eat
control it.
people.
You can control it, man, and you know exactly how to fucking deal
Well,
with
I can
shit,
make
man.
videos and I can throw up
Of
edited
course,
shit and I can fuck
if
with
you
their
made a video,
pictures.
if you did make a video, it'll be the best one ever. Like it'd just be mind blowing because you're not an idiot. You're very clever with computers and a whole lot. It just no one could handle your video. Simple as that, right? It'd
I
just be too
guess.
much and all that, you know.
Well,
But
it's just that I don't, if I don't agree with them doing that to other people, what
why
does it
you
make
wouldn't agree?
me if I do it to them? It makes it a
So,
wash. I'm
someone told
holding
me
them
that the other day.
accountable for their actions by not engaging in them. They're going to have to admit that I haven't done a goddamn thing to anybody. I've never sent anybody over to anybody's stream. I've never cloned anybody. I've never doxed anybody. And they have had streams after streams where they're talking about taking me out, how they're laughing about bullshit, how they're being petty. And I don't react to any of it. Not like that. Sure, I'll discuss it on my stream if it's being
Yeah,
brought in
yeah,
my
yeah.
house.
Mhm.
But what? I'm not a
But not
fucking pussy. I'm just not engaging in that juvenile ass shit.
in
It
that
doesn't.
nasty shit. Like exactly,
Hey,
you'd
Ty,
address it
baby.
professionally. You address it professionally. Yeah.
I don't know
Hey,
if I
Tom.
dress it professionally. Sometimes I vent, but it's only because I'm frustrated at the pure injustice of it all. That people actually believe this crap. And
Mm.
most of the time, all I have to do is sit here and lay it out for you guys. Does it make sense to you all that me and LD made out or met up and fucking he even came back and he was all Shannon's my girlfriend and now all of a sudden he didn't want to like touch me because I'm this ugly wart woman or whatever the fuck he's decided to make up that day. I'm not talking about that guy at all, but he's in every fucking stream talking about how disgusting I am physically, not mentally, not
You
characteristically,
you
physically.
broke his heart. What did you do to break his heart? Obviously, if someone's been going on about it for over a year or whatever he's going on about, it's still right. You broke his
I don't
heart, man.
know. I don't know.
You broke it,
I
man.
I was
I'm not
very
laughing.
nice about the situation.
I know
L,
you was nice. I'm just saying, like, it's not.
LD
He
is
must love you so much or something.
no. I
He's
don't think he loves me. I
He's
don't.
heartbroken. Well, not that I don't know, but he's heartbroken for someone to act like that and how he's acting, man. That's heartbroken shit, man. You know, that's fucking when I've done that when I was 18 or something. When my first girlfriend left me, oh, heartbroken. You know, when I put in up signs in the phone box, hook her for hire and put her phone number. Oh, that weird shit, right? That's shit you do when you're a kid. Oh,
Yeah.
heartbroken, man. You know, something. What a shame.
Well, I don't think you can
Grow up,
break
man.
LD's heart. I'm not really even sure he knows how to love anybody. He doesn't even love
Mm,
himself. But
mm,
the fact of
mm,
the
mm.
matter is this is I let him go on for months. I let him go to all these streams and just
I
talk and
know.
talk and talk
I
and talk and I didn't address any
know.
of it.
I know,
Because
man.
I don't like
I
talking
know.
about my personal life or people that I meet in person. I think that's a
That's right.
violation of privacy because
Mm,
whenever
mm.
somebody gets mad, then it's always like they're ugly, they're a four, they're
That's
missing a
correct.
leg,
Isn't it, man?
and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
mind you, this fucker flew across fucking country just to come fucking smell my fucking clit. But whatever, now it's different, right? Because we met in person. It's just bullshit. The whole thing's bullshit. And it bores the
I mean,
fuck out of me. And
yeah. I mean,
what
I,
are you gonna do?
I can see the sadness in his eyes. I mean, I don't want to talk behind his back and shit. It's not behind his back, but fucking, you can see in his eyes whenever any panel is on and all that. You can see so much sadness in his eyes. And me as a fucking emotional bastard, I feel sad for that cunt. As in, what happened to him to make him that sad in life? I'm not as a curse. I'm not cursing him or anything. Like, look, you can see in his eyes the sadness next time.
You
You
don't
know, I
know how
can
many
anyway.
people I
Who
see
knows
and
it?
I know
Who knows
about
it?
that are really, really sad here, like inside, deeply sad, which is why
Inside,
they
it's
act
deep
out
inside.
this
Yeah,
way because
yeah,
they
yeah,
need the
yeah, yeah.
attention. They're very lonely and they're very sad. I'm not saying that about LD.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
know.
saying
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
about LD, just that
yeah,
his
yeah,
stories he
yeah.
makes is complete bullshit. And I don't even know why a year later he's still going on about it. But
Isn't it?
I did hear on JT's stream that CB and him are dating now, so maybe he can heal himself, and for that I hope so. Just as long as he knows I want 0.0% to do with him, and I never wanted to after we met, and I think that was evident. And I don't want him to feel like his feelings are hurt. I was very nice to him. I just said, look, you're not the person that's right for me, and I wish you well, and I'm sure somebody out there is good for you,
You've
but it's
always
not me.
You've always been nice to me, even after all the horrible stuff you said and all that shit he's done in the last year. You've always
I
wished
know.
him well. Like, I've never heard you cursing behind his back or say anything bad about him or anything like.
Oh no, I've
Um,
said bad things about him
all right. We
personally.
know his dick doesn't work, but right, as we know his dick didn't get
No, I
work.
never said his dick
Is
didn't
that
work. I don't know where that comes from.
I think that's me. I think I'm saying that. It doesn't work. I know it doesn't work. But after drinking all that, it won't work, man.
I can't attest to his dick. There was no dicking. The only person that talks about his dick in that situation is he tried to say that he like fucked me for 2 hours and couldn't come or something like that. And I just say that's physically impossible. Okay, it's just not. It's if a guy can get a fucking goddamn hole in a wall in a plastic bag and come, don't tell me that you screwed for 2 hours and couldn't come. Okay, that's it's just stupid. It doesn't make sense.
I'm a 1 minute wonder, but that's we won't say anything more about that.
It doesn't even matter. Like nobody can do that vigorous of a thing for 2 fucking hours. You can't. You can only go to a gym for an hour before you're doing.
Right?
I mean, come on.
2 hours. I'm a dead
You
man.
really think somebody who's fucking tanked on fucking goddamn Heinekens and Fireball is going to fucking be able to make a feat like that for 2 hours? Come on. The whole thing doesn't make sense. It's physically fucking impossible.
I mean, when I had a woman,
And yeah, so he did this to me, right? The first night or whatever. Okay, and nothing ever happened after that, right? Okay, that's what happened. But still, we came back and he's all, yeah, Shannon's my girlfriend, for what, 2 or 3 weeks? That makes sense to everybody? Oh, yeah, I fucked it and it was fucking gross. And fuck, I never wanted it again. But yet I came back and I completely was all, yeah, you're my girlfriend. Next time I come down, fuck Pinky, right? She don't need to be there. It just, none of it makes sense. And it's like
it doesn't make sense.
I don't have to record people to point out the fact that if it doesn't make sense, it's probably a fucking lie. Okay? So I don't have to go around stalking people to show people that the shit is stupid.
But these idiots, they need explaining to. They can't work it out for themselves and see it for themselves. So, like you've just explained it. Sometimes you've got to explain your shit to people because they're so dumb. They don't fucking get it.
Well, I let it go on for a long time usually before I even respond, especially if it's a lie, because I figure most fucking people can figure it out. Like, people implode here. Okay, one day you're their best friend, the next day they hate your fucking guts. Okay, that right there should tell you that they have some kind of emotional upsetness and that it's not real. They're just mad. You know what I mean? It's just that I'm one of those people that don't let people, I don't know, inspire anger in me if they aren't worth my time. If it's just bullshit lies, why even address it? And the only time I do is usually when they come in here and fucking ask me about it directly, because I'm not a liar. So I don't have anything to hide. I'm just choosing not to fucking engage people that obviously have some kind of emotional problem, and they're being led by that.
You're definitely not. You're not a liar. I don't talk to liars. I can't do it. That's just. So if you was a liar, I would never talk to you. I'm not a liar. I can confirm that, man. Fucking 100%.
No, I'm sure I've told white lies before here to protect somebody or to protect my privacy, or I might have played one of my favorite things to do here is play the telephone game. And what that is I'll put out a little beastie pit of bullshit, not complete bullshit, but not the whole truth, and see who they pass it around to so I can figure out who's talking to each other about this shit. Okay? So, like, you know, I'll see you saying it, and then I'll know who I told, and then I know who they told. It's one of the easiest tactics in this room. But then I just stopped caring about who was talking to who, because basically, if they're listening to what other people say instead of asking me about it, then they're not my friends, and I don't fucking care. And since I'm not looking to be famous or popular or earn any money here, it doesn't suit my agenda on what I'm trying to accomplish, which is just connect to real people doing real things. Because I like human nature. It's curious.
You like real stuff.
Yes.
You're not into fake
I got
shit,
into live streams because they're live, and I thought they were live and people were reacting live. I didn't realize that there was all this cross streaming and build up and fake fuckery to get people to fight. Nah, I was trying to go for on the fly. What do people really think when this is said? What do people really do? Why fucking set this shit all up and then it's all bullshit anyways, right?
Well,
Just a bunch of
I tell you
clips running around.
just
in a
like
way,
the way we listen to music, I enjoy people
1,
that
2,
listen to
3.
different music than me, because maybe their perspectives are different than mine, and that curiosity in meeting somebody, it strengthens your it can strengthen your beliefs in yourself, but it can also expose you to the possibilities that are out there, because if you just stay in your bubble, um you will, when you are a person in this world, you have to leave your bubble all the time.
That's right, man.
And
Yeah, when you go out, if you stay in your bubble and then you have to go out your bubble, you're fucked.
Well, you're absolutely right. I mean, it's growth, right? I mean, exposing yourself to different experiences and different people's opinions gives you other objectives to consider because like you said, we don't all like I would love to travel the country. We as Americans are very ignorant to what's around us, okay? We have a certain lifestyle, that's what we lead. You know what I mean? We don't know certain things, we don't realize that there's fresh food in a market that I mean, that there's just things we don't know. So like the more that you take in, the more that you observe, the more you watch other people, and you're right, they're going to have different opinions due to their life experiences. The more you grow, the more you learn, the more tolerant you are of things, the more you realize, okay, this person's this way because they were severely abused their whole life. They're seeking this or seeking that. Or this person's this way because in their culture, that is not a thing. You know what I mean? It's just not a thing. They never grew up around that. They don't understand that. It's not part of their life. So, yeah, what's the fucking best thing about the internet? It's the World Wide Web. I get to talk to people in Sweden. I get to talk to people in Germany. I get to talk to people in India. I get to talk to people in the UK, in
Same here. That's what I love.
Egypt.
I got to see the pizza's Captain's Pizza, an American one. I wouldn't get to see that here. And sometimes I like that ACAT. She shows her Indonesian food or whatever. I like seeing that shit. Oh, it's nice seeing that shit, man. It's all right, mate. I love all that, mate. I love it.
You asked what kind of pizza that was, altitude.
As are you, Sammy?
It's a Detroit style pizza.
So that's a bit more of a thicker one.
It's a really thick crust. Honestly, one piece of that pizza filled me up, which is unusual for me. But
it looked very filling. It looked lovely, mate.
Hey, Kettleheads. How are you, sweetheart? Happy Friday.
Today's Saturday.
I thought, what happened to me?
Yeah.
I thought it was Friday,
Saturday.
right?
That is it. Today is Saturday. I'm sorry, you guys. I've been all fucked up since I got my eye surgery. I keep on falling asleep and then waking
When
up.
did you get your eye surgery? You had another surgery.
I got it on Tuesday. They got me.
Oh,
It's
shit.
like they didn't want to do anything during the holidays, but as soon as the holiday was over, it's like boom, get in there, bitch. And so I got in there. I got it done. So I'm actually seeing better today. But my eyes are still burning and itching, and every once in a while I get this like filmy cloud looking thing. I feel like it looks like, I don't think it looks like it, but in my eye when I look through it, it's like cloudy sometimes.
So whatever aftercare they said, stick to it. If they said don't strain your eyes or wash it, I don't know whatever.
Well, I have to sleep sitting up right now because they don't want blood to run into the eye socket again, or where the eye cornea part, whatever that they have names for it. But look, I got too many medical conditions. I'm starting to not follow them anymore. Everything's starting to sound like blah blah to me.
Yeah, but with the eye,
cornea,
follow the eye one. Forget the rest of them, but you've got to see, man. So follow the eye one.
Oh no, I have been, and it's been a hell of a trip. Like if this heals well, then I can go get my glasses, and even if this left eye isn't working, I'll be able to see pretty good again.
Then you can see my ugly face again, and everything's back to normal.
I love your face, Alpesh. Everybody else tries to hate on it, but I love it. I love all your faces. That's the funny thing too. Now we're talking about beauty standards, right? Beauty standards are what people think are beautiful or not. Have none of you noticed that you get attached to what people look like, even if they're not the standard look? Like you start associating them with feelings and stuff. Like somebody you might not instantly be attracted to physically, after you start learning them as a friend or whatever, they become like a familiar face that you're just so comforted by. And if it changes, you're like, don't shave your beard. You know what I mean? I've noticed that.
I understand what you're saying, man. Yeah, man.
Or maybe I've just gotten old and I've never really put much value in my looks or anybody else's looks, because I've dated really gorgeous men and I've dated not so gorgeous men. And I can tell you right now that the man that I fell in love with wouldn't be considered gorgeous physically in his 40s or whatever, maybe when he was younger, but he was still gorgeous to me in every aspect, man. I always saw him as gorgeous. So it really does depend on how you feel about that person,
Well, yeah,
and
I agree.
yeah. I mean, that's why most people get married young, because you fall in love with that person for their physical looks, but you build a life together. You grow up together. You face wars together, and you can't imagine one day without them, even if they gained an extra 20 pounds or
That's
got
right.
into a car accident and lost
You
their
won't
arm
notice.
or
You don't notice anyway because you're with them every day, like you know what I mean. It's just you
yes,
don't you don't know, man. It's all cool, man. You don't even look at them kind of things or whatever. Oh,
right?
yeah.
You fill in the blanks. When I
No,
okay, me and my husband were married for 25 years, and I swear to God, I do this with my kids too. I still see him as his younger self. Like with my kids, they'll walk in and I'll see their baby faces. You know what I mean? Because I'm attached to those people. They're my
Sure.
people, they're my babies.
Yeah,
They're,
yeah.
you know what I
That's right.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That never changes, I don't think.
well,
Well, it
I can
doesn't
say
with me.
this. Like back when I was younger, and I had the facilities and a young body. I wanted to be attractive, so I put myself through about as much as you could do to be that physical attractiveness, like
At
Sure.
the facilities, so the
you
facilities,
get a hair,
yeah. When you was young,
I think we
you had
I
the
think we all
facilities.
do that when we're young. Yeah. I think we
right,
do.
right, and so I had the haircut, and
Creepy. Hey, hey, creepy
I had
Chris. Come on up, guys, if you want to come up. Peeping creeper
and
here. I don't know if you saw or not, but
Hi, Chris. Hi, Patty.
and
How are you,
I had a
sweetie?
certain job, and I was at peak, and I was in my mind, I was doing this to be looked at, and that was not like that's when people start talking about game. Did you spit game? And it's like, no, I actually worked out for 4 hours last night before I went to bed, and then I got up and went to work and read a book, and I minded my own business for the most part.
Yeah.
But then when I met my wife, we actually met when we were in college, and then we both lived another 10 years before we actually got together. So we did know each other, but we had changed
Love you
over
too,
time.
creep.
And in 11 years of marriage, we have again changed over time. I'm not that hot piece of ass I used to try so hard to be.
Right.
And she is
Because
not the person physically that I met, you know,
no, you have
20,
children, you get
20
older. Yeah, yeah, you're just not the same. I mean, not when we were all on our top game.
on the
But look, dude,
exterior, on the
yeah,
exterior,
but I bet
but
you think she's
on
just
the
as
interior,
sexy as the first day that you met her. Like I.
but on the interior, we have grown so much more than an extra inch around the waist or something like that. Like we are doing so much better than we were when we were kids and we were hot and we were sexy and
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
and we
I hear what
didn't know what the
I hear,
fuck we were doing with ourselves.
I hear
Now
what you're
things have become so much more efficient,
saying.
and my wife is still beautiful, standing as I am. Like you talk about appearance. I used to wear a crazy uniform, everybody looks sexy in that uniform. But
Who
now
doesn't love a man in uniform?
everything I wear is free. I've been growing a beard for a year. I got a satellite dish bald spot on top of my head. But if you think I'm not still I'm the same crazy me. I'm just a little bit wiser now. You know what I mean? And I
Refined,
and
yeah,
I
man.
and I am me for her. And that, to me, that's why we have a relationship like we do.
Were you
Right.
quite wild when you was younger? Did you used to get in trouble in that red hat man?
That's
Sorry, I can't read
untrackable,
the name.
Alps.
Untrackable. Sorry, my vision was
That's
blurry.
all
I've been
right.
drinking this. Untrackable. Were you
I
a bit wild? Did you get in trouble when you was younger, or
I,
everything's
I
good?
I will say I definitely did more things than I actually got in trouble for.
Sure.
But
My point in that was having your woman, your wife, and that has that. Uh, well, so you don't do stupid shit because you've got a woman maybe and stuff, or everything's quite nice now, and you've helped each other basically instead of I don't know how to explain it. I've explained that really wrong. I'm gonna carry on making my joint.
I just
no,
I just
it,
knew this is the older that my husband got, I even got more attracted to him because it was this unconditional love that I had for him no matter what. And it didn't matter if he was physically attractive or not to other people. He was my everything and I only wanted to be with him. That's it. And I just find as your relationships mature, if your only factor that you have in common together is a physical attraction, then you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. You're just not.
Oh yeah, no way you're not making it. I've seen relationships that are
Glenda!
Hi.
Glendies!
Hi.
Baby,
Glendies!
been
I
waiting
had to
for you
make it.
all
I
day.
had. I'm sorry. I had
I'm back.
do my groceries because we're supposed
Oh,
to get like.
yeah.
We didn't get any snow. Really, it's super windy. But I wanted to make sure I got like milk, bread, tuna,
Yeah.
stuff that we could eat. That's all. But I'm
People
done.
in
So now,
love live longer, Sammy? Is that
oh,
true?
who's here?
Sammy
Hi.
and Coatsy
Hi.
and Patty and Chris and Untrackable and we got
Hi, Untrackable.
Caitlin.
Hi, Caitlin.
We've
Let me
got
check.
Alpesh. We got Alcy's up here.
I'm gonna
We got
see the
Glendies,
chat. Ha ha ha. Are you having a good day? How are your
Dixers.
eyeballs? Hi, Dixie. Hi,
I could see
Samuel.
today
Oh my God,
a
I
little bit
love that.
better. It's
Good.
still itchy and burny, but I could see
That's
it. Look, I'm
okay.
reading
That's okay.
chat and
That's
not
what I'm
slow.
saying.
Yes,
Holy shit.
psychologist studies this. Is that true, Sammy?
Good.
Because all I know is the relationships that I've been with after my husband, I
Yeah.
think have taken a toll on my life and not not
Who's
actually made
creepy
me happy.
Chris?
Creepy
Who
Chris
is?
is Chris and Patty. You remember we talked to them backstage?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi,
Oh,
Trixie. Tony Roney.
oh yes, Tony's here
Cozy.
too.
Da da da. Uh-oh, what happened?
Tony's how I'm gonna
What
get my
happened?
groove back when I decide to
Uh-oh.
become a
Hi,
cougar.
Kevin. Kevin, how was your turkey? Was it delicious? Hi, Caitlin.
Huh?
Hang on. I want to make sure I say hi to everybody. I don't miss anybody. Elvero. Oh, yeah. Do blue and hi. Who else?
We gotta be nice to Alvaro.
I know. I wasn't
I
mean
like
to her.
Glenda's style. She don't
Bex.
mess about. She knows there's some weather
Hi,
coming
Boom.
in. She's gone out, got the supplies. She's got the good
I
stuff in, man. She's all right for a few days. No messing about. Now she can chill at home. It doesn't matter what the weather's like outside. She's stocked up, man. Nice, nice.
well, Alvaro isn't boring, but
No,
we
he can
all
have his
be
moments.
he's not boring. I question if he may be a on the down low serial killer because like he likes watching people's arms get chopped off. But all the more reason to be nice to Alvaro. You know what I mean?
I untrackable.
It's
How was you?
I
Alvaro.
don't poke the down low serial killers in here. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
damn.
I just send him a box of Lucky Charms and tell him to eat
Yes,
up, son.
Yeah.
After all, he was nice to me, and he said if I moved to LA, I could stay in his closet.
He said I'm a
Look,
really nice man.
look.
And some in the chat room today, Las Vegas, Alvaro said Acid's a really nice guy. He saw me on a panel the other day. I thought, holy shit, man.
It's fucking
I was like,
Alvaro,
fuck.
man.
Oh,
I don't know what the
well.
fuck, dude. I don't know if he wants to truly chop off the rest of my limbs or if he
Oh
just
my
wants to
God.
study my stump.
I swear to God, my son said there was UFC on. Where? I don't see it.
Alvaro's the man. There's a
Don't
song
get
called The Man.
hysterical.
Is he that man? Is he the man who sold the world?
Damn.
There's lots of men in here.
Real
Real men. Real American heroes.
Dun, dun, dun.
He challenges you on occasion. Alvaro is just trying to find his way. Look, everybody's trying to
Poor
fucking trigger me.
Alvaro.
I could be
I
wrong,
think
but
they find it some
Aw.
kind of accomplishment to trigger me, which it doesn't take much. If I'm in a pissy mood or I don't feel good or I'm on my period, I'll just fucking yell at you. I'm known for that. So I don't know why that's a thing.
Is there also a song, a Johnny Cash song, when the man comes around?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I love Johnny Cash. Don't ask me why. He's kind of country, but I do like Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash is okay.
It's kind of badass too. As
Cap,
far as
What?
people are asking if you're still there.
I mean, he was in the Air Force, so he's a bit of a pussy. He also went to prison, and I've never been to prison, so
I've never been to prison either.
Yeah, me either. Me either.
Never been arrested. Never had handcuffs thrown on me.
Oh, I've
Never
been
went to a
arrested.
drunk take.
Never had any cuffs or anything because it was kind of like they were trying to get me to rat somebody out.
I miss
I've
these
definitely been
titles.
arrested. I've been in handcuffs at least 3 times.
No, I never been.
The only time I was ever in jail or anything was for not returning a videotape.
I know
Jesus
that's so
Christ,
funny.
I'm amazed by that.
And then my mom was a fucking cop.
Ah.
She's like, "You mean you put this stupid motherfucker in jail for not returning a videotape?"
Right? I would have been, oh my God, so freaking, oh. I could see your mother too doing that shit.
Right? She was at work. She's like, "I had to take a night off because you dumb fuckers put him in jail."
That sounds like the conversations I used to have with the school. I'm like, if I have to take 3 buses to get my ass back home, then a taxi, okay, from my house to school, this could be a problem. What? Are you picking on me, Coatsy?
No.
I'll tell you what. I had
No,
a
he
hard
said he had handcuffs in his pants, and I had to laugh.
You know, you little shit. Start
I
getting
got
out
a-
your pants. You might get
I got a-
strangled.
I got arrested for speeding right before New Year's. Yeah, I was going fast enough to get arrested for speeding, so I got arrested. And
They arrested you? Why did they
it was
arrest you?
it was a small city, and I was like
So would they charge you with like reckless driving because you were going so fast or something?
You were not.
reckless endangerment, speeding, eluding.
Dangerous driving, yeah.
You were eluding.
You didn't pull over right away?
But
Did you tell them you were a sovereign citizen? People think that works for some reason. That always cracks me up.
Well, no, they didn't turn their lights on until after I had, tried to get away from somebody that I felt like was following me, and I was a teenager and all that. And I got yanked out of the car, had a gun put to the back of my head.
Oh no.
But long story short was when we got I got arraigned, or I don't know what you call it, the magistrate. That's what it was, the magistrate. And now I was under 18, and I was released under my own. And I said, hey, to the cop that was still standing right there. It was like, would you mind like taking me back to where you picked me up from? He said, I'm not a
Yeah.
taxi driver. I
Yeah,
said,
bro.
he said, there's a phone. Well, it was a pay phone and, a coin phone. And I said, well, can I get a quarter? He said 1-800-collect. So I call 1-800-collect, but at that time it was dial-up internet, and if your internet was set up to where it would deny phone calls or kick you off the internet.
Oh, damn it. Hang on. I'm listening, but I gotta mute. I'm sorry. My
Ugh.
dog
But
just spilled all my weed everywhere. I gotta
Oh,
clean it up.
damn. I'm
but
like,
but but my mom was on the internet,
shit.
and so it was a 1-800-collect message
Oh,
that
God.
would go on. It would
Yeah. Please,
continuously
yes.
try to call, but they don't go from midnight until 7 a.m. And so I got arrested probably about 11:30, and I made this call about 12:10, and my mom, it was set up however the computer was set up, uh was set up to keep the internet going, do not kick the internet for phone calls. And
Sure,
that
that's
was
right. You can have
that was
one or the other on dial-up. You can't have a phone call and the
Oh, yeah.
internet. You can have one or the other. That's right. Yes, yes. Sorry, carry
uh,
on. Son.
There's
yeah,
nothing.
and that was about a 9-mile walk in late December.
Ugh.
And all I had on me was my khakis and my
No.
shirt because I was working at the grocery store. It was
They should
my
have gave you a
arms
ride home.
numb by the time I got home,
Damn.
and
Can I
they
just?
reduced everything. They reduced everything. They should have gave me nothing. And honestly, looking back at some of the things that I've seen, that probably could have been a lawsuit. But at the same time,
100%.
I felt lucky to be alive.
Sure.
I mean, I drove damn near 100 miles an hour in a 25-mile-an-hour zone. That's something that could have been extremely
Yeah.
dangerous for me.
Sure.
I
Sure.
had a
Sure.
cop put a gun to the back of my head. That could have been extremely dangerous for me. And you got freezing cold weather, and you're walking with no gear a long distance. That could have been extremely dangerous.
Could have been. That is
I
extremely
felt
dangerous.
lucky to be alive, so I didn't press any issues. I took a driving class and I was all good. But I swear to
Sure.
God, if that wasn't the longest walk of my life.
Damn.
Can I just tell you something funny about that? A little 30-second story. So when I was a kid as well, whatever, 18 on that, man, I got arrested. Actually, I was 17, got arrested and shit. And fucking, it was 5 miles from my house. And I said, look, how am I going to get home? I've got no money. And it's 2 o'clock in the morning, man. You know? I'm in London and that. And I said, how can I get home? Can you drive me home, please? And all that. They said, no. And they started laughing. And I'm walking home. I walked all the way home. All right, it's only 5 miles. And at the bottom of my road, there were 2 police officers sitting there in their car. So they drove there anyway. And they said, oh, you walked home then, you made it, ha ha, and started laughing at me. I thought, how disgusting is that? But, you know, it is what it is. Crazy, man.
There's definitely lessons in everything. And yeah,
Yes.
those dudes were definitely a bunch of knob gobblers. But at the same time, it doesn't matter if you make it through grade school without getting bullied. You make it through
True, Sam.
college without being bullied. If you go into the military and you go through that route and you think you're not going to get bullied, at what point are you going to actually learn that really nobody except for you cares about you? And
That's correct. That's
sometimes
right,
it's
man.
not bullying. It's, hey, we see you.
Yeah,
See,
here's the thing. I mean, there's all kinds of circumstances. People try to make things black and white. Okay, but like for me, it's really not black and white. So like you got busted in a small town, right? So like in small towns, they're very strong units for each other, and they cover up shit and they do shit that they're not supposed to fucking do. So it doesn't pay to piss off the law enforcement in a small town because they're all in it for each other. You know, so they'll harass you fucking everywhere. But yeah, like if you're in New York or something and there's a million fucking people, you definitely have like rights. But like if you really do want to fight law enforcement because they're all boys club, you have to like follow the rules. Like if they put on their lights, you got to pull over. If they ask for your ID, you gotta give them your ID, or else they're gonna get all suspicious and they're gonna turn your car over. Like you're gonna have dogs. There's gonna be backup cars, and if you're
I
not
had that.
doing shit, why not just fucking give them your ID and say okay, take your fucking speeding ticket?
But
You
I've
know,
done
so
that
I
in
mean,
UK. I've done it in UK in my Lotus. I was bored. I couldn't sleep. I had no weird. I'm just driving around in my Lotus for a few hours. You know what I mean? Listen to music. I got home and I thought, let me get a burger from McDonald's. I drove out again at 4 in the morning. Police stopped me 1 minute from McDonald's. They said, what are you doing? You've been driving around for 2, 3 hours. I can't go sleep. I'm going to get a burger, eat it, and go to sleep, hopefully. I'll just live up the road.
yeah,
And fucking, they said, you're a drug dealer. I said, what are you talking about, mate? Just because I had a nice Lotus car and, you know, and fucking,
right,
I don't work. And they start searching the car and all that. And they said, we're going to have to arrest you. We're taking your car. And they strip searched me at the police station and shit. And obviously, I'm not drunk. They stripped the car and all that. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Look after my car. And they let me out after half an hour because I started crying. Like, I'm emotional. When they strip searching me, I don't mind getting strip searched. I don't have anything to hide. So that, I mean, I'm quite proud. But I didn't have a shower that morning, right? So I didn't smell very good, man. And he said, why are you crying? He said, oh, I stink, man. And I said, I feel really embarrassed. He said, we can't smell you. You're all right. I said, sorry about this, man. It's not, I feel embarrassed. He said, don't worry. They never made me take my pants off. They could see I was genuine. I'm a mummy's boy and that. And they just let me go after half an hour, man. And, you know,
hi
obviously they
Birdsie.
fucked up. But yeah, that's a strange one.
Hey,
Well, I
Burns.
mean that's the whole thing, and I'm not gonna try to speak from a perspective of somebody that is of color because look at the police. There are a lot of people, there are a lot of good police officers out there, but there's also a lot of corrupt ones, you know, so I can't speak from that perspective. I don't have a criminal record, so when I get pulled over, they don't suspect me of shit. I could be have a quarter-pound of fucking goddamn coke shoved up my asshole, and they'd be oh, what are you doing? I'd be oh, I'm just walking to 7-Eleven at 2 in the morning. And they're like, okay, it's not safe here, lady, go home, because I'm a tall white girl, you know what I mean? I'm an old lady. I don't look like something that would do that, you know? So, I mean,
I think it's part of the topic as well that, like I said, was I've done way worse shit I've ever been arrested for. Like,
Right?
you know what I mean? I have
Yeah.
done way worse
well, and that's another
that
thing. That's
that
another thing,
never
right,
goes
too?
on the books. Like yeah, that happened. Okay, let's
I mean, there's
let's
things that
run
I could have been
and take
caught
a
for that
jacket
I've
off.
been arrested for, but most people that are doing things that are illegal and they get caught for it means you're kind of dumb, right? Like, I mean, why are
Yes.
you getting
Yeah.
caught doing that
Well
shit, you
said.
know?
That's correct. That's what I said when I was in prison. Basically, they were idiots there. They are idiots because they've got arrested. And you're stupid, isn't it? You're in prison
Right.
now because you're an idiot. You're not good at what you do or whatever. I mean, trying to change your job,
And
man.
I'm not vying for injustice because I hate that, but like as my people, as my friends, all I can say is, you know, the more you struggle about it, the more they're gonna pin shit on you. You know what I mean? I'm an Occam Razors type of gal. I know I'm not gonna be driving around at 3 o'clock in the morning in the fucking hood because they're gonna think I'm looking for drugs. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I'm gonna
I
go
love
at
UK.
7:30 in the fucking morning when people are getting ready for work and pick
To
up men.
going to work and that, or dropping their kids off at school,
Yeah,
and that's the time to go out blend in and all that. But I was going to say,
that's
I
right.
love the UK police are the best. Oh, that's all I've got to say. Okay, they've been arrested and all that, but that's my problem. I fucked up and that. They've always treated me with a lot of respect every single time. I've been arrested about 100 times and whatever, man. I won't go into all that. I just wanted to say thank you very much, UK police, for everything that you do, man. It's not easy being a police officer. You don't know who's behind that door, who's going to kill you, or whether the
Like
fuck's going on.
it's not easy existing in the hood anywhere.
I know.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
those police officers are in danger all the time. So they come with a prejudiceness of a certain look of a person, of a certain time they're out walking. You know, you could just be like upset. You could just be like, okay, I'm having an anxiety day. I want to drive around in my car, get some. But if you're doing that at 3 o'clock in the morning on the corner of G and fucking Martin Luther King Boulevard, they're gonna assume you're either out for prostitution or drugs.
It's
You
their
know,
job, man,
because
to do that. They're
Yeah,
doing their job as far as I'm concerned. They've done
yeah.
their job when they stopped me. I'm glad,
Oh.
you know, good. They've done their job.
Oh.
Fantastic, you know. I don't have a problem with that. They're sweet
Good night,
UK
Bernsey.
police, man.
Mwah.
Bye,
Good
babe.
night, Bertie.
Okay, I think I've got all my replacements.
But yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you guys. Like,
Thank you.
here's
Hi,
the
Lady
thing.
G.
I know that I've never been arrested for anything. So they
Mhm.
see a 49-year-old woman with no arrest. They're not going to really give me a lot of shit. But they pull over Alps and he's going to get a burger at McDonald's at 3 o'clock in the morning, and they see a
Yeah,
laundry
man.
list of charges. They're going to assume he's
That's
doing
correct.
something fucked up.
That's
Mhm.
correct. And I
But
don't have
they're
a problem with
trained to
them
do that.
searching.
They're
Yeah.
trained to be vigilant and keep the public safe. And everybody's
If
like,
they
well,
didn't
why do
do
you
that,
got to assume that somebody, you know, who's walking in the middle of the night is doing drugs? Well, that's because they're
yeah.
trained to do that to keep themselves and the public safe. Now,
Well,
do I
I
blame
can.
them for that? No. But guess what? As a citizen in this country, I know that I'm not gonna fucking drive down to fucking the ghetto at 3 o'clock in the morning to get my weed because that's the stupidest time to ever go. You know, I mean, just don't
Yeah.
do that. You know.
Yeah.
That's why I
There's
like it delivered.
this awareness factor.
Delivered is wonderful.
Yeah. True.
There's a good awareness factor that comes into play because honestly, being put in handcuffs is it's not a comfortable thing, and really not a common thing for most people. But so then I'm gonna say it, but it's a bit of a PTSD. So like when I'm driving down the highway, even though like I'm not a felon, uh, it, I did was mostly alcohol related, uh, whatever, like non-violent, like. But I'm a dude, and I gotta drive to work too, and I get on the highway, and it doesn't matter if it's a city police or a state trooper. Like I see them in traffic like I try to see all cars for my own safety. But when
That's
that
correct.
car is that car, it's like, you know, I I still, even though it's been like 18 years since the last time I was in handcuffs, um, I still like, you know, hey, should
Get the
that
spirit
be
of it.
for me today? I already know what it's like, and you know, it doesn't matter. Like I could have just visited like the guy and have something in my glove compartment, and
The
you know what?
guy.
If those lights were for me today, um, I got my information, and
Hi.
you know, hopefully it's not about that thing, but I've those bracelets before, and but I tell you this, I will live today. I'm not gonna fight to the death over the dumb shit that I could possibly do on any given day. But if you press up against, you will have no argument in the end.
But I'm really happy that you're getting your rights up back, Shannon. Fucking, that's really good, man. I love that, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
I've always
cousin,
had that
I,
thought.
I have a family member that has a history with the police, and they pulled him over one time and drug him out of the car and like made him lay face down and all that shit. And he was bitching about it. I'm like, dude, you're fucking known to like when they try to arrest you, you fight back. I'm like, they're not gonna take any fucking chances with you.
Well, here's the
Oh,
thing, and I was just gonna make the mention of this because I've never been arrested for anything. I have more freedom than Alps, period. Because I've never been arrested for anything because I'm not a suspect of anything at all. I'm confident, like a lot of people have problems with authority when the cops pull over. I'm confident when I get pulled over that I'm not doing anything wrong. So I just hand over my registration and my ID, and I don't
Right.
worry that they're going to pin me for something
Mm-hmm.
because I am more free because I didn't get in trouble in my life
You don't,
previously, that they afford me respect that, you know, like I could have all kinds of shit in the car. They never ask me what's in my car when I get pulled over ever. Do you have anything in the car? They never ask me that. They never ask
Yeah.
me if I've been drunk. I don't have a history of
Yeah.
DUIs or
Yeah, I
drug
mean, when I
arrests.
was younger, now it's not on my record because there's been no weapons and that. There was the firearms, but that got quashed 5 years ago. But every time I used to get stopped, they'd say, "What's your name?" And now, obviously, I'll tell them. They said, "Right, it's coming up as weapons on your record. I have to search you. No
Right.
problem. What can I do? I can't go, no, fuck you, man, and give them
But
attitude.
people
Yeah,
do, and they run and they
can
get
I?
arrested, and then they get shot,
Exactly.
and
Why do
everybody's
they
like,
run? What are you
why?
doing? That's like when I'm in
Yeah.
the police station in the jail and that, waiting to get bail. You get all the other people, prisoners, kicking the door in and all that. That's not going to help anything. Like, I'll just say, give me a
It
book,
gets you
and we'll give you.
extra charges.
You know,
It gets
exactly.
you extra
You're quite,
charges.
yeah, man,
I have a
exactly.
friend that recently got arrested for a traffic violation, but he was so pissed because he had work to go the next day and he couldn't be locked up because his license was suspended. He just treated them terribly in there. And if you think the cops are going to be nice to you while you're treating them shit while you're in jail, believe me,
No.
you're not going to get that. You're not going to be afforded that respect. Trust me. But some people are just like that, man. I bet he'd say no, Sammy. I'm just saying, I'm an Occam's razor type of gal. Like, I don't like to go against the stream when it comes to law enforcement and stuff like that. I don't feel like you get anything accomplished fighting law enforcement unless you have an inside track to trap them into stuff. You know what I mean? Because if not, they're just going to paint the picture.
Yeah. I mean, I've got
And
nothing to hide. That's what I don't argue with the police. I've got nothing to hide.
that's something that I said before was when you create the shell of yourself and you're bringing in things, you're bringing in knowledge and stuff, but you create your own rules for how you're going to conduct yourself. How are you going to
Yeah.
conduct yourself in traffic?
Yeah.
How are you going to conduct yourself in the grocery store? How are you going to conduct yourself on panel?
Right.
If their rules are stricter than mine, then I need to revise myself so I can still go wherever the fuck I want. Like even like, you know, if you're gonna mess around and do some illegal sketchy shit, still you have to know the rules of the game you're playing before you try to cheat.
Yeah, that's
Right.
correct, man. Yeah.
Right.
I don't recommend doing anything, mate. At the end of the day, just try and live a clean cut life. That's the best way. You don't have to have guilty conscience of what you've done in the
But
past and
But
all
if
that.
I'm being totally honest and I'm really giving my transparent opinion about things, I cannot speak for people in minority communities and how they're treated because of the way their area is, just even innocent people in there. Because I haven't lived that life. So I'm sure people have different perspectives. But to get this again, even though we digressed from the subject, it's here we are sharing as people all over the world with all different experiences. And how would I know what Alps has encountered over in the UK with his police or what you encountered in your small town unless we didn't discuss it, right? Unless we didn't talk about it. Because I've never been arrested ever, but I don't have a criminal record at all, not even a drunk take thing. All this shit helps people in random ways. I mean, even if they're halfway listening, I mean, it's going to get weird here pretty soon, folks. I'm telling you, there's too much shit going on in the world without it getting weird with law enforcement and or, any kind of, I don't know, authority type situation. It's going to get weird because there's all kinds of weird shit happening in the world right now. Do yourselves a favor, hand over your ID, be honest. Don't get yourself involved in shit you don't have to. Don't get locked up. Hi, Desert.
Hi,
Yeah,
Desert Duster.
I think there are good examples of people who defend themselves against authority, kind of done right style, but there are definitely videos of people who were completely wrong as hell in whatever it was they were being get caught up in, and they fight the entire way.
Yes. Yes.
So if you're right in what you're doing in this moment, uh, like swear on God and on your life and all that stuff, and they still do that to you, yeah, it's gonna stand out. The extremes of this side and that side. But
Yeah,
when
but you
you
got to
are wrong,
comply at first, and then you have to go back and litigate and sue when you're talking about law enforcement. You know, I mean, like you
right,
can't. You got to
right,
comply
but
first, and then you got to fight it afterwards, like in your trials or your whatever. Like you got to get a
right,
lawyer.
but even when you're right as hell, you still want to survive it. Whereas sometimes when you're wrong as hell, you just got sentenced to death. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Why didn't you just kill me in that moment? No, because you know the system doesn't work that way. But you could be right
yeah.
as
I had a
hell
whole
and you fight back.
conversation about vigilante justice with this guy named Ragnarok, and I mean, the problem is if you believe in the system, if you believe in America, then we have a judicial system, and you're supposed to be following that, even if you're wronged. And if you don't, then they'll just add extra charges and throw away the key longer. So you have to be
You have to
smart
follow
when
the
you're
system.
defending yourself against
He's
authoritarian type
gone his
situations.
way.
Well, like I said, be stricter than the rules of the game you're playing, but you do have to know the rules if you ever break them.
Right,
Otherwise, you will stand out.
right.
Either aren't
Well,
playing by the rules, or you're playing by the rules, or you have done mastered the rules and you know how to. It happens in sports every single day. It happens in business every single day. These people that study the rules of the games that they're playing,
That's correct, 100%. Oh yeah, they're the
he
winners.
says,
They've killed it, man.
you
They've smashed it.
cheated.
Oh
You
yeah.
cheated.
Mhm.
You cheated.
Oh,
It's like, well, I
that's
mean,
correct.
I didn't technically cheat. I
Mhm.
just did something that was
Mhm.
questionable,
Yeah,
and
man.
there is no
Loopholes, man. You found
I,
loopholes in the shit, basically.
rule
And
number
like,
5, rule number 6. Go
there's
ahead.
loopholes everywhere.
yeah.
Exploit the loopholes and you've won it. If that's what you want out of life or whatever. It depends what you want, man. You know, but fucking like, there's
Well,
loopholes
I mean,
there if
there's
you want
just two
that.
types in the people of the world, okay? So there's robbers that'll go rob a guy in the parking lot of his wallet and go to jail for 10 years for armed robbery for $50. And then there's
Yeah,
fucking criminals that, fucking steal a penny off of everybody's paycheck and put it in the Cayman Islands and move and never get caught at all. You know what I mean? But if they did get caught, they get the same fucking charge if they smuggled fucking $3 billion as this guy in a fucking parking lot trying to get $10 out of this old fat man's pocket walking to his car. You know what I mean?
that's right. They
It,
balance out the things like it's worth like.
yeah,
I mean, I only done 6 months in jail. I was looking at 5 years, but in UK you do half of it, so I would have been out in 2.5, and there was 100,000 waiting for me. But I come out in 6 months, and my 100,000 was there in cash. Obviously,
right.
that got spent, but it's a small price to pay, I suppose. It's a bit weird, but
And
it's fucked up out there. It's fucked. It's fucked. Like
True that,
I
Kev.
know a
No, I know, Alps. And the weird thing is I like to say that everything's black and white and right and wrong, but there really is none because I've seen a lot of people be unjustly imprisoned, and I've seen a lot of people that have been let go. You know what I mean? Just because of a financial matter or whatever else. When it's getting to the point where you're assessing fees for traffic warrants and stuff like that to people and they're poor and they can't pay it, you're asking yourself why they're being locked up in prison for it. Why aren't you taking
yeah,
away their
that's right.
license? It's
Yeah,
weird. I
man.
mean, we got to find some kind of middle ground in the
But,
polarity of law
another way,
enforcement.
man. Yeah, because they're putting
Yeah.
people in prison for stupidness, for things that they shouldn't go in, like a small, because they can't afford to pay the fine or something like, or something, right? And so put them in
Right.
prison. Like in UK, that's what happens sometimes, and that's ruined their whole life. Once you've got a prison record, you're fucked. And obviously, the trauma of in prison, it's a very bad place.
It
Luckily, I
is.
don't have a prison record because I beat the case. But even though I've done 6 months in jail, but it's fine. But there's a lot of trauma in there. The people are traumatized, man. It fucks you up, and it's not fair that, in a way, innocent people just because they haven't got money to pay the bill or pay their fine get put in prison. And there has to be another way. They'll work it out slowly over the 100 years or something. But you know,
Samuel, God didn't say an eye for an eye. They quoted that in the Bible as something. In fact, if you watch the scripture closely, he talks about forgiving your enemy. That's what he talks about doing. An eye for an eye was meant to be in the scope of morality. If you kill somebody, right, God will enact the same karma against you. Something will happen where somebody you love will die. It's an eye for an eye type situation. We were never meant as men to enact God's justice or to take life from anybody. It's very clear we're not allowed to murder anybody, which would include your enemy. God's the only one that's supposed to enact justice. Yes.
You can't take your
See,
own life as well, man.
that's the problem with the Bible is it was rewritten by men in a different time period that used different ways of communicating, and it's more metaphorical than it is actual literally the meaning of things. And you're supposed to take from it the lessons or the parables within it. That's why the Bible is so contradictive, because people have rewritten it and they have taken scriptures and they have decided for themselves what that means. But the reason why things should have been written that way was so that it appeals to your own inner soul in your search. When the Bible is just, it's a guideline on how to be a good human and find ascension and get in alignment with the Christ consciousness. That's what it is. Because if you're aligned with Christ consciousness, then basically you're abundant and you manifest the bright polarity. If you're not, then you're going to be in the lower vibration and you're going to manifest bad things in your life. But a lot of people don't understand the Bible, which is why they go to churches and they have a man in front of them tell them what it means. But the problem is the Bible is very personal to everybody and what they need. That's why it's written the way it is. You're supposed to take from it what you need in order to be a better person, not in order to enact personal justice. You know what I mean, big guy? You know what I mean?
Y'all know what I mean.
Hi, Rick. How are you, sweetheart?
Heading to.
Anyways, that's my problem with the Bible. It's not the stories that are told in there and what they were supposed to represent. It's people's interpretation of them in order to enact personal justice and use God as a reason for it. That's not what God's supposed to be. God's supposed to enlighten you. It's not supposed to drag you down.
As far as I'm concerned, all religions, they teach you good things, how to be a good person. From what I've seen, I don't believe in any religion or anything, but as an open-minded piece of shit walking about on this planet, I see things for what they are, and every single religion teaches you to do good things. Some people take it in the wrong way and do fucking weird shit. That's just humans,
it's just like Satanism, okay? Satanism wasn't a religion started to worship the devil like people think. It's a self-empowering religion. It was meant to get away from deities in general and find your own self-empowerment. You are the God within yourself. Therefore, you manifest anything that you choose to manifest. That's what it was. It was supposed to move humanity away from deities, which now everybody says, well, that's the devil's work. That's the devil's work. The devil takes you from God. Just that's why they feel that way about atheists and people that are agnostics, and they carry Gnostic thoughts, because if you don't believe in the Almighty himself as their depiction of what they think that is, then they're told you're going to burn in hell. So religion, if you read the actual text, you will see most of them, like Alp says, were they're guidelines to being a better human being. They're not meant to be used for evil. Yet they are often the catalyst of many wars and much blood spilt because you don't agree. And that becomes about ego and less about enlightenment.
Anything can be used for a kitchen knife. A kitchen knife can be used for evil, to kill someone, or it can be used for good, to chop your vegetables up.
Right? It could feed you or kill you. That's the polarity of it. It's up to you to decide what it's going to do. That's the definition of finding oneself. Ricky says hi, Glindies.
Hey, Rick.
Hey, Rick.
Definitely getting your eyesight back. Yeah.
Why can't I get back?
No, she doesn't know she can hear and she fell off. We can hear you, Glindies. Hello?
There she. You there, Glenda?
Hi.
There's a double of Glendy.
We still can't hear you, Glenda.
2 for the price of 1. Bargain.
Right? 2 Glindies for the price of 1. Escaped or were released.
Yeah. Remember we were talking about the thing with Biden and all the people that he released?
Yes.
One of the fucking people that dipshit released was Gregory Podlucky. If you looked at what that fucking idiot did, he ran a beverage company here, but he ran a Ponzi scheme that bilked everybody in this area out of billions of dollars. And he got probation. He was sentenced to 20 years, served 10, and now he's out of jail.
Yeah, he released a whole bunch of people out of jail.
Yeah.
If you look at the list of people, they're not great people either. There's like a couple of child trafficking people. There's a couple
Exactly. I mean, that guy's nothing like that, but he still fucking screwed over
well,
millions
maybe he saw what happened to that CEO guy and was hoping to like save the taxpayers' money, and some guy will vigilante go and blow his fucking brains out. I don't know, because that's why that CEO of the medical place, that Luigi Mangione or whatever, that's why he blew his fucking brains out. That guy built so many people. So many people died. He took so much money from people and let them die. That guy, ugh. Whatever. I don't know. So, and then there's that. Here we're talking about like morality, right? And justice, you know. So somebody asked me about this the other day, and I didn't really want to discuss it because I haven't really looked into it all that well. I usually let things unfold for a while and then watch all the news that comes in before I comment on it. That Luigi Mangione, he's the guy that killed that CEO that let people die and stole a bunch of money from the fucking company. Okay, he killed him, blew him away, fucking killed him. Right? So this guy let so many people die, could be like, you know, considered a mass murderer because of his neglect and because of his selfishness of wanting the money, right? And you know, he wasn't put in jail. He was, you know, allowed to exist. And then they locked this other kid up, this Luigi kid up, as a domestic terrorist. A domestic terrorist, which hires a whole bunch of fucking extra penalties for. But in this guy's mind, he was saving millions of lives. He was saving millions of fucking lives getting rid of this guy. This guy was continuously killing these people, taking their money and killing them. So by that one guy killing the one guy that's killing a bunch of fucking people, is he a hero or is he a fucking domestic terrorist or is he a murderer? How does that fall? Where does that fall for all of you guys? Right or wrong? Do you think this guy should be?
I think he was wrong, but I think he's also a hero. Like Snowden. I think he was wrong for doing what he did, but I think he's a hero for doing it.
Well, I know this much. I think that they would not have charged him with domestic terrorism if this was just a normal thing in America that happened. If somebody just went over there and shot somebody else. If he had lost his job, say he worked for that guy, and he had lost his job, and he went into it, and that guy was his boss, and he went in there and shot him in the chest, he would just get like a murder degree. It wouldn't be murder with domestic terrorism and all kinds of, I mean, they are going to fucking kill that guy. Seriously.
I've never
All
heard
right.
of that word, domestic terrorism.
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. There's like a lot of things going on right now that aren't exactly black or white, and it's very difficult to navigate what's right or wrong. And we're going to be faced with more challenges like this as the year goes on. Right now we have cars being driven into Trump Tower in Vegas and people rolling over people in Louisiana and a bunch of fucking bombs found in Texas. And I mean, it's going to get weird, folks.
It is
You're
fucking
gonna
weird
have to
because
start
like,
really making some real decisions on what you stand behind as the days come
I
in.
mean, the latest shit in London is men are getting raped. Like they're going out over New Year's, Christmas, and even like after New Year's and before Christmas. There's some
Linda's
weird shit
backstage,
going on.
Cap.
It's
Oh
fucked
shit.
up, man. I'm not going out ever. I'm sitting at home forever now.
I know. I mean, like, if you got to worry about fucking walking to the, corner store and some guy
Yeah, man.
grabbing you and his friends and raping you, that's
Yeah, man.
great.
'Cause
That's
I go, I
wonderful.
go, I go out at 6 in the morning and it's dark at this time and all that to get my 4 cans of beer. I don't think I'm going out at 6 in the morning anymore. I'm going to wait till about 9 o'clock where it's a bit bright and there's more activity, people going to work.
Hello.
Fuck that, man. No.
I agree, Sammy. I agree, Cap. I agree outside. But here's the thing. Isn't that kind of Joan of Arc? You know, like she gets to die for all these sins type thing. I don't know. Like, I don't know what's right or wrong in that situation. I don't think anybody gets to kill anybody. I believe that's God enacts justice. But I also believe you have a right to protect your family. Like, if somebody was killing my kid right now, you would see a savage come out of me, okay? You would see a mad, hopping, stabbing, biting your face off one-legged woman, okay? And I am not like that. I don't even like to kill bugs, okay? And I'm afraid of bugs. I don't like bugs. I just don't want to be responsible for ending something's life, you know? Not my place. Not my place.
What happened to the label?
I agree with you. I agree, Sam. Hey, Richie, what's going on, sweet cakes? How you been? Are you up drinking tonight? You never come see me unless you're 2 slices to the wind. I like you like that. You're easier to take advantage of. What are you doing, Linda? You putting away groceries?
Yes, I am putting away groceries. I got 2, so I can make a bed buddy. I need something cotton though. Yes, I'm putting away groceries. Oh man.
So, you taking your wife out on a date tonight, Untrackable?
This is what they consider large. Do you know what I want? I want one of those big things for the lettuce. Oh. Well, they say they got them this week, but that's not. Okay, thank you. And then I got 2. Because I thought they were big. Because it didn't say size, it just said large.
Wait a minute, Desert. Where are you at?
I got bowls too and sick washing. Are we sick of washing yet? Dishes. Okay.
I've decided that I'm going to give up my apartment or my house, and I'm gonna go just move into Raider Rich's house. Make him pay my bills.
Damn. She doesn't want to come to me.
I'll make him roasting potatoes every night. I'll white boy him up. Hi, Ty baby. How are you today? How are you, sweet girl? You been okay?
Gravy and roast potatoes, man. Fucking good shit. That's it.
Yeah.
That's a nice
Meat and potatoes. That's what us Whitey 5000s make every night. Actually, I make a lot of Hispanic food because I like it. So.
I'm confused.
But I like meat and potatoes too.
Not me.
Yeah, my eyes are starting to really hurt, Ty. How long have we been up, Cap?
Oh no, now you're gonna leave me?
3 hours, 18 minutes.
That's just my eyes are starting to get sore.
I think most of my diet is considered like automatic food.
Considered what?
I'm gonna get more tomorrow.
Pizzas and chicken. Because I when that chick meteor that comes and hits the earth hits us, I can just jump into space and be lasting, you know what I mean?
Yeah, my diet's very restricted. I only like. I mean, if I eat something crazy, it's because I'm cheating. But I have
As
a
I get
diabetic
too
diet
sick
that
to
I
swallow
follow.
hard because I think I'm in shock mode.
So it's all like, lean meats and vegetables and shit like that. No fast food, no fried food, no. It's just food. It's made for energy, not for enjoying at this point. So when I do enjoy something, I get it once in a while.
Here, I'll just give this to you.
Sammy.
Even if they kill me.
Sammy, are you looking after me? You're not supposed to do that, big guy. It sounds like Glinda's being strangled by paper bags.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. No, I'm just here. Stop, babe.
I have Carb Smart vanilla ice cream with salted caramel. I don't have any Cherberts. But I have a big vat of Jarrow that I could eat, but I need to go eat something better than that. You are correct, Sammy.
Hey, I want to say good. I
Hey,
want to say good
Alpesh,
night
I
to
love
you all.
you. Thanks for coming in, sweetheart. It's always a pleasure to have you.
See you,
Always.
Acid. Love you, Acid.
Good
I
night,
adore you,
Acid.
Acid.
Hey, good. I'm gonna say good night as well. I love you all. Have a good
Love you
evening.
too, Untrackable. Give your wife a kiss
Fine,
for me. I hope
Untrackable.
you have
Just get
fun.
out. I said bye.
God.
Bye, Untrackable.
Night, sweetheart. Always fun.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Sammy's right. Sammy's fucking right. I need to eat, I think. I haven't ate yet today.
Alrighty. I'm going to shut this down. I'll meet you and Glendy over at the spot.
What
Okay.
about me? What am I, chop liver?
It's our spot. It's private, just for the three of us.
Oh,
I'm not gonna be there, Caitlin. I gotta go eat something.
God damn it. It ain't like you ain't ate with us before on stream.
I gotta go get up and cook in the kitchen, man. It's gonna take me a minute. I gotta go do some shit. You don't want to listen to all that. Then what happens is my headphones
gonna do
disconnect and
movie
I'm
night?
talking to you guys for 30 minutes and you're not even there.
I'm here. Stop.
Fine.
You're not gonna do movie
Fine.
Fine. I said good day, ma'am.
Plus, you know what? I also have to take a shower and wash my ass. All right, is that okay with you?
No.
You're not gonna do a good. You're not gonna do a movie night.
No.
We don't know what we're doing, Caitlin. Don't be sad. I could come back later and decide to do a naked booby dance. You never know. Just don't complain when I do a stupid show. I won't be back there, sweetheart. I won't be back there, Caitlin. Yeah, I love Cap and Glinda, but they know I have to take my shower and wash my ass and eat my food.
Okay. I guess I'm not part of this special club.
It's not a special club. It truly is not a special club. It's not. Like I said, I can't go there right now at all. Like I can't. I'm not gonna be there. I'm not gonna be there. If I was back there, we were watching movies. I would totally let you back there. I don't care about any of that. I don't think Cap or Glinda does either. I'm just not gonna be there. Glinda's putting away her groceries. I won't be back for like another 2 or 3 hours at best. You want me to hit you up when we come back online? When I come back online?
Sure.
Don't be sad. There's nothing to be sad about. Don't listen to Cap. He's being a turd. He's just fucking with you. Yeah, I gotta go do some shit, and then when I come back, if you're up, I will text you or I'll Instagram you a voice message and let you know where we're at, okay?
Okay.
Or we'll be live. All right?
All right.
All right, Katie. Don't be sad. Turn your frown upside down. I promise you I'm not gonna be back there. I really do got to do what I say I'm gonna do.
I know.
Okay, sweetie. Go have some dinner. Go watch your shows for a little bit, and I'll be back around later.
I bought these for you.
Captain Gliddies, I love you guys. I'll be back in a
One of them
few. I've got to
was
do some
full.
shit. I want to cook. I'm hungry, so I want to like cook potatoes and beans and shit. And that's gonna take me a little while.
Okay,
All right.
carrots, one of those carrots.
I love y'all. I'm gonna end the stream.
Oh
Good
my
night.
god, we were live that whole time. Holy
Yes.
shit.